Well, hello and welcome back. Oh, hi. We got us an extra stream, which means that we are going to do the weekly tonight with friendos. Hope that we are doing well, friends. Zen, thank you for the 5 months. Lizzie, thank you for the 40 months. Holy shit. Tier 3, Lizzie. Good Lord, friend. Thank you so much. Muted Murphy, thank you for the 20 months. Welcome back, Fran. Hello. Evil Precious, hello. Oh my God, there's an Evie in there too. Good gravy. What is going on? What is happening? How we doing, friends? Good to see you guys. Hello. Let us see. Yeah, should be good. Welcome back. Thank you. Hi. It's good to see you guys. If I saw you guys earlier, I'm sorry. You have to deal with me even more. If you left the stream open for some reason, sorry. I'm back. But we are where we are. Cyber, hello. What's up, Ghost? How well did you do on Valentine's Day with Mrs. Flash? I took her to Disney. Hi, Logix. Is that good enough? This guy again. Woof. Not obviously on Valentine's Day, but it was an early one. Yeah. It was good stuff. Yeah. Hi, Mike. How are you? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Jess, thank you for the gifted to ramen.
Lizard.
Yeah, cereal. Yeah. You'll know if it is or not, because if you're over there and I'm not live, then I'm not live. Yeah. Is there a Pihonix? Oh, thank you for the 40 months. Happy 3 years again, friend. I hope that the rest of your stream was freaking quacktastic. It's kind of a long time, mister. You know what? It kind of is. Of course. I hope the stream was amazing, friend. Spooky, thank you for the 6 months. Nervy Jane, thank you guys. Hi, Violet. It was fun. Did you play more than just one game? How many games were had? I was too busy trying to keep little people alive, for the most part. They're okay. Hey, Alex, how are you? Small salad, 2 years. My God, got back from a cruise. Oh, wait, what kind of a cruise did you go on? I've never been on a cruise before, and we are researching them just to get the idea of them. I've heard nothing but good things from friends. I've heard nothing but good things. Just played 2v8 DBD and died together all day. See, that sounds fun. Cruises are the best. Tater, sings the praises. Disney Cruise. See, that's what I've heard. Now, you know what I do know? I do know that on the Disney Treasure, that is the one that has the Haunted Mansion theme bar. Sold. That's all I needed to hear. Norwegian. Ooh, that's cool. Alaskan. 7-night Alaskan cruise. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Amazing with the kids. Royal Caribbean's fun too. See, that's what we're talking about. If we could do it, take the kiddos and do a Disney cruise one time, that'd be pretty awesome. Yeah. Is someone booking it? No, I'm researching. There's no booking happening. It's research. It was for your 40th birthday. See, that's cool. That's a really cool way to celebrate it. Off work now. What are we doing? So we're going to start off with the weekly. Weekly, we're going to start with, we are going to break into Chingis' stream. We'll break in, assert ourselves, and play with him because he's awesome. And then after that, who knows what we'll get into, man. You work for Disney? Oh, that's freaking cool. Listen, if you want to DM me any secret tips, I'm all ears, friend. I'm all ears. Haunted Mansion bar might get me on a ship. That'd be so cool. I love the Haunted Mansion so much. Ghosty, thank you for the sub. Welcome in. And Reclusive Rue, thank you for the gifted. Oh, I didn't change the playlist. Nope. Absolutely not. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I hope that everyone is doing well, friends. I don't normally stream this time, so it is good to see all of you. I know it's normally early Sundays, but you know what? Here we are. Hey, Knox, how are you? So Mr. Chingus should be going live anytime. I think we're kind of just killing time until he's ready to rock. Once he's ready, then there you go. When is your start to play? What? I have to sell my first cruise. So let me help you. Listen. When is your start to play? I think it's a riddle. I can't figure it out. I think it's one of those riddles I heard about. Yeah, I got nothing, man. Sorry. Evil Precious, hello. Knox, thank you for the 3 months. Well, I don't know if we're planning to do that anytime soon. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, feel free to DM me, friend, for sure. I think that's a YouTube thing. Is it? I don't think it's a YouTube thing. I think it was a language thing. Yeah. When do I start to play? Eventually. Yeah. I don't start the stream and then immediately go into games. It's way better to have the opportunity in the beginning to sit here and just focus on you guys and talk to you guys. So that way, then when we do games, I can still chat and stuff, but then a lot of like the intro chatter is good and then we can play. Do you know what I mean? So this is nice because I don't have to focus on gaming. I don't have to focus on that. I can just talk, which is super great. Update on the pickle juice. I am seriously 100% going to email them for laughs, just to see if they respond. They're talking about the Lester Fixins soda thing. Just follow Chingus. Good. You better, because he's amazing. Hey Key, my day was good. How was yours? Thank you guys for the hype train, friends. Thank you. Yeah, I swear to you, I will I will email Lester Fixins. Okay? It will happen. Yeah, on here, Discord, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Better focus on chat now. Listen, earlier was a little different. There was somebody on the YouTube side that was weird. I don't even know, because I was literally reading their messages. And then like after I read their message out loud, they sent another message. It was like, I guess YouTube's just not getting the attention. Like, bro, what do you want me to do? Put my nipple on the screen? Like, I don't know what you're looking for. Shit. It's like, I'm literally talking directly to you. I don't know how to like go beyond that and like break the wall. Jesus Christ. Mayor, I think that's what they wanted. I'm convinced. I'm not going to do it. But I'm convinced. Not the nips. What is this, a Baron stream? Anonymous, thank you for the gifted to Smelly. Streamer tips? Yeah, go live. Go live. Streamer tip, go live. You're afraid of going live because you're afraid it's not going to be perfect. It will never be perfect. Things will screw up left and right. It's just a matter of being able to pivot and make it work. Go live. Logics, I swear to God. I swear to God. Bulldog, thank you for the 3 months. Twitch side's better. It's pick your poison, man. It really is. They are different atmospheres. How do you go live on Twitch? So I would highly recommend you start looking up YouTube videos, because if you're asking me how to go live on Twitch and streamer tips, you want to find a channel that is literally nothing but streamer advice. That's definitely not. I wouldn't be able to dedicate the time for that. Yeah. I don't stream because I have to put on a shirt on. That's lame. You just do no camera. Yeah, there's plenty of streamers that do no cam. Yeah. You don't understand how the Phasmophobia Twitch drops work? Well, if you are seeing the Twitch logo that is on the main part of Phasmophobia, if you click on it, it tells you what dates the drops are available. So the drops have been long gone for a few months. The next time they become available again, you click on that, it'll tell you the next drop that's there. So if you're ever curious if there's one going on, you click on that Twitch icon, it'll tell you the dates. But you have to pay attention to the dates. Just because the Twitch icon is there doesn't mean drops are happening.
Lizard.
I think that's where a lot of people get confused. And I personally have suggested, hey, just remove the damn Twitch icon when there's no drops happening. But I don't know. I guess they don't like that idea. I don't know. Highland Walrus. Hello, friend. Jason, what up, dude? Thank you for the frick tier 2. Thank you for the gifted tier 2, friend. Thank you. The shirt looks great, by the way. Got the brain wandering and all the, okay. All right. Okay. Oh, all the ways people that don't have a cam, like what do they possibly look like when they're not in front of the camera? Far too easy. I don't know. Like, that's my brain. I'm like, If you just turn off the Twitch icon on the thing, people aren't going to ask about the Twitch stuff because it's not there. Maybe that's just my brain. I don't know. Jaded, thank you for the 2-month Prime. You know, I thought about doing like a stupidly hot challenge if we ever break the hype train record again. Like the stupid bear, the nitro bear. What is it called? Whatever the thing is. I've thought about it. Birthday suit time. All right, let's open up Phasmo. Let's go. Want to draw and rig my own VTube character? Oh, that'd be cool. I mean, if you're able to draw at all, that's awesome. There's people like you, like Phoenix. There's a lot of peeps out there that are really artistic. It's just in a way that I could never. It's really cool. I think you should. That'd be awesome. Be able to tell people that you did it yourself. That'd be cool. Rain played a song she made for you about playing Phasmo. Yes, I know. Yeah, I do remember it. I want to play with Flash. I do remember it. Rain is pretty amazing, and Rain is also another very talented being. Yeah. Keeping so many games I'm suggesting on Discord. Oh, yeah. Dude, there's so many games. Oh, her vocals are so good. But it's not just vocals. Like, she is so talented. Like, she can write such great songs. And then she has the vocals to go behind it, which is so great. Did that for a little side channel. Drew that. Oh, see, that's cool. That's cool. Commissioned a 2-frame PNG. You do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. No, you didn't miss the weekly. No, I haven't even started yet. No. Favorite food? Pizza. Yeah. My daughter's middle name is Rain. Oh, that's cool. Dad is cool. Well, Make It Rain is our Midnight Society homie. Our homie. Our homie. All right. Jaded, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate you guys. So is mine. Spelled just like that. Wait, what? When do you do quarantine vid or stream? Have you seen my YouTube yet? I mean, I might as well just go into multiplayer. I don't know if he wants me to join him or if he's going to, I mean, I'm okay with joining him. I'm okay with him leading the charge. So I'm going to just sit in this lobby and hang out until he's ready. Yeah. And then we're ready to rock. Yes. Have you seen that there are six quarantine zone videos there? Like right there on the front page. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? What's your second favorite ghost? I don't know if I have a second favorite. Mimic is obviously my favorite. I think I'd have to give it a think. I don't know what my second favorite would be. There's obviously certain ghosts that we're more excited to have because they're just more exciting. Banshee is a really good one, or a Dio. Obviously a lot of fun to have. Out of the new ghosties, I think getting the die, I'm always excited when I get the die-in. When I get the die-in, I'm super excited because I do not get them very often. So that's always a lot of fun. Saw the newest video. Hey, let's go. Yeah, Ham. So yeah, you should go check out the tube, friend. I feel like you haven't seen it in a while. 2 streams in one day? I know. What is this blasphemy? I know. No, thank you guys for the hype train. I appreciate you. Favorite is a Pulte? I don't know. Pultes are cool. Like, there are certain abilities of certain ghosts that I do enjoy. Obake, I think the shapeshift is always fun to see. But, like, the gameplay doesn't really change much, right? It's pretty much the same. Pulte can change. Twins, it's always a fun time. What did you finally feed the minions? We had there was leftovers in the fridge that we had to get rid of, but they were good leftovers, so they enjoyed it. Like pot pie leftover and bacon. I made him eggs because he wanted breakfast. So I was like, I don't mind making multiple things because we have multiple pieces of things. So like the eldest had chicken and like, I was like, that works for me, man. It gets rid of some of the stuff in our fridge. So I'm down. I am streaming tomorrow. Oh yeah. It's just that I had today available. So I streamed today too. Yeah. Love the Obake and the Dio. Yeah. All right. I'm going to close Discord. Oh shit. See, look, why does the YouTube thing go out? I swear to God, dude. All right. I'm going to ping the server. And then after I do that, I'm going to disable Discord. Okay. Tis been pinged. Tis been pinged. Are you going to play that gnome game again soon? I really want to. Yeah, I'm going to talk to Baron and talk to Chinggis. I would absolutely be down to play that again, man. It was so fun. So freaking fun. Hi, Shauna. Thank you for the 23 months, friend. There's a Morky Mork here? What the hell? What are my video settings? There you go. There you go. Thank you for the biddies. Hey, Momo. Good to see you. Hello. Extra stream. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. All right. Let's go. I need to disable Discord. I need to disable. I need to disable. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Michaela, hello. Oh, gross. Roxy's here too. Who the hell opened the gates? Yo, streamer, it's already been asked, Mark. That's been asked. Why is there not a okay, that has not been asked. I don't know why there's not a pineapple, and I will raise hell for you. Fuck you too. How are you, friend? How's it going? How's the lives? You let Roxy in? Yeah, it's fine. Grandfather Claus, just learn. A pineapple is a necessity? Wait. Is there a pineapple at Bleasdale? Hold on. Is there a pineapple in the kitchen at Bleasdale? Now you got me wondering. Is it worth prestiging? If you want to challenge yourself, absolutely yes. I'd say that it is. Hey, Fatzilla, how are you? You know what? We'll do our spiel while he's doing his thing. And then after we do our spiel, then we can join up from or whenever he's ready. One way to find out. I mean, listen, I could go take a peek. I don't know why I'm thinking that there is one. I know it's not a campsite, Morg. I know, but I'm just trying to find a middle ground here. Thank you, Knight. Knight gets it. Good grief. Send a whisper. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'll check it later for sure. Yeah. All right, let's do this now while we can. I'll get started in all the places with all the faces, and then we'll do the things. Yeah? Mods approve. Ghost never telling you how many pineapples? You know, sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. I can't get it to answer that stuff all the time. It doesn't always work. I'll behave now. That's okay. I've been good. How have you been? Did half around and gave up. It kept turning off the power. Couldn't find it. Oh, no. That can be really, really annoying. And I personally believe that they have upped the chance of the ghost being able to turn off the power. It is quite annoying for sure. Hey, Bruce, how are you? Very annoying. All right. Go live there. Do that there. Go there. Cooked eggs. Thank you for the 29 months. Fam's good. Kiddos are good. Wife is hanging out with her friend. Everyone's doing great, man. I hope that you guys are doing well as well. All is swell in the neighborhood. Hey, Pink Singer, how are you? There we go. Living the life. We're trying to, man. We're doing our best. Doing all the things that we love to do. King Noob, hello, how are you? Doing okay, not feeling great. Oh, I'm sorry. Glad to spread the word. I hope you feel better. Morg, apparently it's going across the seas. Apparently it's literally everywhere. Yeah, people getting sick left and right. So please stay safe, friend. Feel better. Chance for the power shut off raised. Chance to get a demon erased. No, I get a demon once out of every long time. Ish. Bloodwing, thank you for the 3 months. Hello. It doesn't happen often, but it does. Hi, Minnie. Hello. All right. This week's challenge is Tortoise in the Hair. Give it your all. This ghost is feeling especially frail at Bleasdale for the 5Ks. There's the player settings. There is the ghost settings. There is the contract. Drop our camera down so you guys can see. We have all tier 1. But you know what? At least we have all the items. I would almost prefer to have at least all the items, even if it is tier 1. So that's cool with me. That's fine by me. All right. Good deal. Done and done. Now I'll join Mr. Chingus whenever he's ready.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
We go zoom in. Oh, let me check the let me go back in and check the settings. Yeah. Chevy, thank you for the 2 months. Just looped the ghost successfully for the first time. Hell yeah. That's a rush, man. When the ghost finally stops hunting, that's a rush. Let's look at the settings. I forgot how handicapping tier 1 stuff can be. The light. It's the flashlight. Really, for me, it's the light. The other stuff I can deal with. The range is lower. That's fine. The light being so minimal, that can be a little rough. So that's where I think the power in the house is really important. Was wondering why it wouldn't leave and then realized my light was still on like a derp. Oh no. Oh no. Hey Froggy. Watch on the TV. Let's go. Cosmic, thank you for the year. Thank you for the 12 months. So for this one, our speed is 125. The ghost speed is 50. So it might be a little tricky, but if we need to get the unofficial cheat sheet out to listen to ghost speeds, we can. I might need to just so I can have a refresher of what it sounds like. Activity level is low. So that's gonna suck. Easy looping for this? Yeah, this should be pretty easy looping. Yeah. Cursed possession is random. So the cursed might really come into play here. I guess it's gonna be a matter of, do we want to find the ghost room ourselves, or do we want to just force it and use the cursed possession to find out where it is? So we shall see. I don't think we even really need to hide or any of that stuff, man. Mr. Chingus is ready. I can say, is he joinable? Hi, Defini. Hello. Spooky Stitches. Thank you for the 7 months. Just needed a hunt for Nightmare. First pin on the voodoo was the heart. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Friendly ghost? No, the ghost can hunt. Thank God. Thank God. No, the ghost can hunt. Mr. Chingus. There he is. Dare he be? Let's mute our music. Hey, Jana.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
You know what? I didn't want to join him anyway. That's fine. Hey, Nessa. Hey, Taylor. Welcome in. Spoiling us? No, just, I'm forcing y'all to have to hang out with me for another spell of a time. Flashbang, how are you? Foxy, hello. I might just have to start my game over. I'm assuming his lobby is not like bugged out. Good and you? I was good. I've seen a YouTube video where someone used that and was unsure what it did. Wait, what did they use? Elevator music? I don't have music available. I'm just gonna have to quit the game, I think. Or I could try like this. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, let's do the thing. It's just dial up. Listen. Why not? Thank you for the follow. Taylor, thank you. What have I missed? Nothing, man. We haven't even started the game. I did my little intro for the weekly, and now we're going to join Chingus for said weekly. They turned Friendly Ghost on versus where you had it off. Wait, I'm so confused. I feel like I missed part of the conversation. Windows 97? Hell yeah. Danger Zone, 2 years.
Jobs ready for you.
Thank you, man. Henry, I'm good. How are you? All right. Oh,
Looks like there are others out
let's
there
try
in
this
need of
again.
help.
If this doesn't work, he might need to recreate a lobby. That's not how they worded it, Morg. Damn. That was a fight and a half. What the hell?
Oh my God.
I don't know what was going on. I was like
Hello.
frozen.
Oh, I mean, it's not as cold today. It's like warming up and raising. We'll be able to thaw you out. Body. We get some body warmth.
Get out of here. No, I don't want your
Yeah,
warmth.
you stay in that
No.
corner. No, you get in that corner.
You get out of
You
here.
get in that corner.
No. Yeah, it like
Hello,
locked
good
up on
sir.
me. I don't know what's going on. Hello. How's it going?
Oh, I mean, it happens when you get old. My knees do that from time to time. Yeah. Oh, gee. So we have
But see,
tortoise in the
but
hair,
with you here,
so
though,
our ghost is
just side note.
Yeah.
with you here at any point in time, I can say I'm tired of this grandpa, and it is true.
Wow. Get off my lawn. Okay, you just
no. You're supposed to say that's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad.
Yes. So we are what 125 and Ghosty is 50.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So it's going to be a slow go,
But
and it's
like
low
all
activity.
3 evidence.
I think so.
Random cursed possession though.
Yes.
Maybe we get lucky.
Hopefully. I mean, I don't know if we want to try to like
50%.
I don't know if we want to try to get the curse and then force the stuff to happen quickly, or try to find the room first.
Well, I mean, it's the 2 of us and it's Bleasdale. I think we'll be able to find the room
I
rather
think so
quickly.
too. I think so
And if
too.
we have any problems,
drive the
then,
APOC 3 badge. I do.
I mean, really, who cares?
No,
You know what I
I
mean?
think we'll be fine.
You just. Oh,
Yeah,
here comes
Roy.
the ghost. Oh, I'm lazily listening to the left. I've dodged the ghost.
Oh no. Hey, Orlando.
Dear.
We'll be
Did
all right.
this one used to be on? This one used to be on the Camp Woodwind. This used to be a Camp Woodwind.
I think it did. I
thing.
think you're right. And then they switched it
Yeah.
over to this when the map first came out, maybe?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I've done this one multiple times with Mare at a camp.
Right. You bet. No,
Okay,
he's not
all
going
right.
to. He's fine. How do you get the
All
reporter
right.
badge? You have to be an
So,
official
do we
content
just
creator
jump right
for
into
Kinetic
it,
Games.
and then
Yeah.
we can bang this out and then get on to some fun stuff.
Roger that.
Not that it's not fun.
No. I understood completely what you said.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I'll just cry later. It's fine. Downstairs hallway. Pfft. Why do I always get hallway ghost, man?
Alright, we're here. Take a
Oh,
Hey,
look,
Bunny,
it's
welcome in.
tier
Unholy
1
Frank.
here. Oh my god.
Oh, look, it's snowing.
Oh, is it? No.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, Enroy, welcome over, dude. Oh, look at all this tier 1. I don't use tier 1 much at all.
You know, my grandpa used to have this flashlight.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for
And,
switching over to that weekly.
I remember it being a lot brighter back in the day.
Oh, this flashlight?
I really did. Yeah, this flashlight, these were not bad flashlights.
No, they were
man.
really good. And it
I
had
don't
a
know
very
why
distinct
games-
line, like what you could see.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like perfect. And it was the off yellow color. I do remember that.
Did you hear the sound change? I don't know if you guys could hear that subtle change.
Okay, well, boop and boop. And,
All right, what do we have? Ronald Harris. Roger that.
Oh, Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie.
Ladies and gentlemen, today for the weekly challenge, we are investigating Ronald Harris. Ronald Harris wants you to take 3 photos of how he moves right down on top of you with some good old-fashioned blowies. Look out as we investigate Ronald Harris.
Oh, my. Oh, Ronald.
He's a spicy ghost.
Hey, yo. Are all banshees females? They are. They are now. Yep. Yep. How many subs or followers do you need to be an official? If you go to the...
That's true. I'm a grandpa. I need to
He
find
is a
myself
grandpa.
one of these lights. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go straight back to see if the power's back here.
All right,
Oh, I
I'll
didn't
go
check
upstairs.
I didn't check to see if it was on the thing. In the truck.
I didn't check to see if it's on the map either.
Not back here.
All right, I'm upstairs.
Being a kinetic partner, they have the requirements
phone.
are on that page. Hey, yo. Like in the server.
I found the power.
Hey, yo, extra. I might have just heard Ghosty upstairs. We got a Ouija board.
Oh, man.
Should I ask it or should I wait? Yes, in the Phasmophobia Discord, yeah. I'm okay with waiting for a minute.
Dealer's choice, man. I think it's gonna be okay. Dealer's choice.
Let's wait. Now it's low activity. So Ghosty's not going to be too crazies. Not doing hide and seek. Yeah, with YouTube, it's not a matter of how many subscribers you have. It's about how many average views you get. And on Twitch.
Throwies up here. I don't know if you've used it yet.
Ooh, roger that. No, I haven't heard anything. And on Twitch, it's your average viewers. It's not like follower count or something. This is the weekly, yeah. Yeah. Hi, Bloops. Doing good, friend. How are you?
Bedroom, master bedroom.
Mom, bedroom.
Mom, Dad, what are you doing?
Orbicals.
Ooh.
Hey, yo. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you near? Are you far? Are you Chinggis? Are you mannequin? You won't make it move. Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you close? Okay, probably not. There we go. Why am I playing with low-level equipment? Because the game told me I had to. Explaining the curling drama to my family as they watch. Oh my god, I've seen the clips. The clips where they let go of the rock and then they do the little boop, the little boop. I've seen it.
Green and gridded out.
What? Oh yeah, I haven't used a tier 1 dot in a while.
Yeah, me too.
Oh man, I'm down. All right.
I actually would love to find a legitimate version of the tier 3 dots.
That'd be cool.
In real
one that
ghost
rotates
hunting
like that.
gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
I've
can
seen one
find
and
these
two.
dot pens, and I can see like, yeah, like I've seen 2, but I've
Yeah.
never seen the tier 3.
Not the rotating one. Did you turn that lamp on?
I did
We
not
have
turn that
phalanges,
lamp
sir.
on, sir.
There's a phalange
Oh.
on that light.
Oh.
That's orbs and UVs.
Orbs and fingies?
Wait, what kind of Ronald? It can't be a banshee. It's a Hantu or an Obake.
No, and oh, it's so close to freezing, and it's freezing.
That's a Hantu. Unless we have Spirit Box, which I tried.
Unless, yeah.
I mean, what we could do, we could make it hunt, turn the power off and make it hunt and just watch it.
I mean, that's fair too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The
Let's
odds
do
of it mimicking a Hantu are pretty damn low. It technically
True,
could be a mimic.
until it's not.
Until it's not. Well, I mean, we don't even have to live if we don't want to.
No, not as long as
But we're gonna have to go
right.
kick that power off that's upstairs.
Oh, I'll
Xavier.
be right back. I got you.
Roger that. I'll wait out here in the hallway. I'll wait out here.
All right.
Low but not zero. That's correct. Jenna, thank you so much for the daily. Hello. Christian, thank you for the 4 months. All right. You want to ask it some questions?
Do the honors, sir, please.
Okay.
You're a guest here. You do it.
Let me see. What do I want to ask?
Do you like beards?
Ooh.
Okay, fuck this ghost. I'm out.
Do you like them tall? Do you like chips? Do you like chips? Wow, this ghost sucks. No beards, no chips.
Do you like hot dog water and chocolate starfish?
Do you like hot dogs? Is it hunting?
I don't know if that's.
Oh, that was so confusing. Nope, that was an event.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can see the door open now. It's awfully cold.
Do you like mac and cheese? Wow.
Wow, that was a hard no.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
what do you like? Oh.
Do you like 38? All right, roger that.
Alrighty. I'm a
Hide
little
seek.
older than that. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was saying what age it liked. Oh.
Oh.
Yikers.
Sir,
All right, we're
that's
looking for
against
breath.
Service in my channel. Okay.
We're looking for breath. Hey. Hey, do you have stink breath? Yeah, there's the stink breath.
Yes, he has stink breath, yeah. This is a fast one, too?
Well, we've had the power on, so it is a little warmer.
I guess it's warm-ish.
I can't see a damn thing. He's coming for you. I saw the breath. I seen it. Good God, how long is this hut? Let me out.
I don't know. It's taking forever. Leave me alone. Here, get Flash.
No, no, let me out.
Ditto. Got those.
God, finally. Holy crap.
That was a long time.
Good grief. I know it's a medium map, but it's unnecessary. Ay, ay, ay. Ghost has lungs confirmed as it breathes the hot breath. All right, going on to.
Yep, can confirm. Hot 2 it is.
After that. Oh.
I mean, honestly, if we get mimicked at this point, it's for the content.
No, I don't want it. Bantha, thank you for the 4 months. Should ask about if we get the Ouija board again. I'll ask.
Back.
I promise.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Nicely done, sir.
Jeez. Whopping $595.
She.
Oh man.
All right.
What
We're gonna
level
get
are you now?
this ghost.
416.
What?
Oh my.
It's not like I could prestige. Don't judge me. All right, one more. Well, sorry. All right, 2 more. Let's go.
Well, technically 2 more. Yeah, let's
sorry.
go.
2 more. What should I name my pet jellyfish? I've got 3 on the way. One of them should be named.
Check the equipment.
I
SpongeBob.
want a lock on my house that a key like this works on.
That'd be kind of rad.
I want like imagine. I mean, you've been to my house, but imagine.
Yeah.
Like me pulling my keys out and it's got like this monstrosity on it, right?
But I feel like the
that'd be-
problem is that you would lose it very often, so you inevitably would end up looking like you have a restroom key from a gas station that it has like a big plank of wood attached, so you don't lose it.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're watching the pets while I'm not
I'd
away,
still
thanks.
lose it. Yeah, here you go.
Here, hold this. It's just a big 2x4. It's plank. All right, Michelle Brown.
Yeah, you gotta make it. You gotta make it really uncomfortable, like attached to like a 6-foot metal ladder or something like that. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are investigating Michelle Brown. Michelle Brown wants you to video her moving right down on a FlashForce blowy. Look out as we investigate Michelle Brown.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, she likes you.
Tier 1?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
can we see the power?
Oh, yeah. Forgot. We can. It's
Can.
upstairs.
It's upstairs again.
Yeah, I heard what he said. Miss Flash, I'm sorry. All right, I'm just gonna start
I guess I have a
roaming
friend
around.
named Michelle Brown. Wow. But is she dead? Is she a ghost? Because if she's not a ghost, then those statements don't apply.
That's right. I'm gonna go get the power. Yeah, tier 1.
Did you skip the power?
Where's my? Oh, there it is. On our way, we'll peek. Possible orbicals. Open says me. Juice is loose. Do we have getting stuck on a chair? No monkey paw. Are you outside right now?
I am?
Okay. I heard the light go off.
Because I heard things and I don't think I liked where I heard things.
Oh. Roger that. Good Lord. Hey, Mr. Dove. Are we talking behind the house or are we talking beside the house?
I was beside the house, but I think I might have mistaken something else. It's no sign of ghost on the side of the house.
Roger that. Kids, thank you for the 8 months.
I could have sworn I heard stuff around. that's a FlashForce. He must be a ghost. Oh God! Quick! Throw his dog.
Spooky time pizza. What up, homie? How the heck have you been, my friend? Divine, thank you for the 6 months. Oh, there's no ghost here. We can leave. Wait a minute. Want you to wipe after that, Toot? Not yellow. Pudiddy, hello. Portia, hello. Thank you for the follows, friends. Good. Homestead, let's go. Chingus?
I'll turn the power off. I'm at it up to get it on.
So you remember how you said you thought you heard something?
Yes?
We have orbs. Not beside the house, like not that side path, but where the garden
In the
hose
garden?
goes. Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. I thought I heard something back there.
You did
That
indeed.
area.
You did. Resurrection. Thank you for the 14 months. Yeah, this I like. Garden, I don't need this on me right now. It's fine. Boyfriend loves the end song to the YouTube. He adores it. Hey, I appreciate you. Teeny, welcome in. How are you? Hi, caramba. Maybe? Possible 5? In the botanical garden. We might have EMF 5, sir. It's a possible.
Okay, well,
Hey,
Granny
Shawshank.
just showed up and I pooped.
That's hot.
Yep. I'm gonna go clean myself. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna do this. So I know where that is. We're gonna take this so I can see. All right. I had the orbicals over here. That's unfortunate. I don't like that it goes through the rock. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you?
Close to busting.
Ew, it's close to doing things. Ew, it's close to doing things.
What does that mean? Ew.
Close to, but we have spirit box. That's what that means. Close to
Yeah, I know
what?
what that meant. Thank you, sir.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Close to what now? All right, pen dot coming in clutch.
Oh yeah.
Well, you
Uber
said you
dots.
saw grandma, so at least we know what
It is
model we're
grandma.
looking for.
She was in like wispy form.
Oh, ugh. That's just because
Yep.
she's turned to dust.
I guess she thought.
Oh,
'cause I'm a
orbicals. Oh,
grandpa,
yeah, yeah.
She might have a shot.
Thank you.
So.
We have orbs and spirit box, by the way. Thank you, Mork.
and freezing.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess just get a bunch of salt to check for ultraviolet. I haven't been
Yeah,
able to.
sounds like a plan. Onryo or Mimic.
It just hunted or tried to.
Oh, yeah, I put a Christie down.
Yeah, it just ate it.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna get a bunch of salt and I'm gonna lead it over to the side
It's
path.
an early hunter. Well, I mean that necessarily wouldn't rule out Mimic though. So.
Yeah. Ay caramba. Gosh, yeah, thank you for the follow over here too. Thank you, thank you. Possible mimic. I'm gonna get all the salt.
Oh my God.
We're right at 50. Your sanity has been
What
pooped
happened
on.
to my sanity?
I don't know.
That's only one event, dude.
All right, I'm gonna bring a smudge as well, just to be safe.
Maybe it'll move inside with those two.
Well,
Two sanity drinks.
all right, I'm gonna get to walk-in salt check for UV. Please be a mimic. I wouldn't be
Roger.
upset about it. Do you think they're gonna redo the Spirit Box voice lines when 1.0 releases? Honestly, no. But my hope is that they at least add like 1 or 2 responses that are just super, super creepy. Never had full sanity? Touche. Question is it walking there? Not a joke when it's accurate. Hey! Hey! Now, I'm not exactly sure where this thing is walking around. I don't want to throw all the salt in the garden. Oh, we have UV.
Oh.
It's a mimic.
It's a mimic.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. I'm going back inside. I'm going to go get Josie and then I'll be to the truck. Unless you want to make it hunt or something.
I mean, I'm not that in that hurry. I got Josie.
Oh, thank you. I mean, over Mimo. Wow. Steak on the toilet. We'll do that on the next run.
Who's the good puppy?
She
I'm the
is.
good puppy.
She's probably upstairs
She's a
right
good
now, just
puppy.
lying down on the back of the couch. Classic Joe. Oh, she's sideways. Close enough.
Nailed it.
There she is.
Nailed it.
There she is.
We got mimic, nerds.
Oh, we
Let's go.
did get mimicked. I like it. I freaking like it. Little calls a mimic you, and I was like, actually accurate. That's kind of spot on. Shashay, thank you for the heartbeat.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
The best ghosty around. I like it. Let's do it again.
It's almost like we've done this before. Oh my god.
At least twice. It's usually what I say.
At least twice.
Right. Why would I worry about the bone? All right. Flashlight. I need to check on. What do I need to check? We want to see if there's a pineapple in the kitchen. Was there something else?
Oh, let's see.
I forget. Oh, and we want to put a steak on the toilet. Oh, that's right. Don't ask.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are investigating Luke Anderson. Luke Anderson wants extra photos of them driving you completely insane. Make sure to check out this photogenic ghost as we investigate Luke Anderson.
Noted.
Oh, power's in the utility room this time.
I like it. I want to put down writing immediately. Hey, Real, the games are going well. We just started. We're on game 3, but we kind of just started. All right, he's gonna get that. All right, let's go check the kitchen real fast. Okay. There's the gross-looking steak. No, I guess there's not. I don't know why I thought that there was a pineapple in here. No. Unless it's like in a cabinet hidden somewhere and I can't see it. But I don't think so. Can't open the fridge. Can't do any of that. No pineapple. There are some sausages though. Baron took it? Yeah, that makes sense. Cigar smoke. Nothing here. I'm gonna turn off lights. Hey, Corme. Petition for pineapple? I'm for it. Game on. I was gonna say, we've had orbs in both of our games. There's no way we get orbs for a third game, right? What if I started? You did this. Oh, I should be checking for cursed possession too. All right. It is not the monkey paw. It's not Frank. Did you see some?
Yeah, it's back here in the bathroom.
All right. No orbs.
Okay. EMF 3. Temps are at about 3.5 right now.
All right. I got a writing book too.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys, can I have your autograph? Hey, Luke.
That'll be $20.
It's down here. Yo, Luke, let me get your Facebook.
Can I be in your top 8? Hey, Athena. Buket, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Dino, hello. All right, let's get more stuff.
Definitely need more stuff.
Yeah, get more stuff. Savage, hello. We'll leave
our light
Oh, look,
there.
it's my grandpa.
Oh, let's do that first, actually.
That's not what.
Is there a switcher? Is this a three-way? No. I can't see shit. Found it. All right. Some more stuff. Who we playing with? We're playing with Mr. Mighty Chinggis. Yeah. Does an older Thay take longer to write? They are less active. So technically, yeah. 10 out of 10 toilet state. I think the only thing that makes it like an 8 or a 9 is the color. Yeah. Some see a toilet. I see steak storage. Hey, CJ. Oh my God. What is the difference between the tier 1 or tier 2 EMF? The tier 1 is like a meter that goes up and down rather than just straightforward telling you 2, 3, 4, or 5. That's the main thing. This. We're going to just go no light so that we can optimize equipment usage. Interesting way to cook steak.
You won't stop farting on me!
Your mouth isn't open, is it? Oh, we're right here.
There's a multiple ghost farts.
Ooh,
Yep.
do we have any
And,
evidence so far?
Nothing so far, but I didn't have UV. Lots of touchies.
Okay.
And an interesting thing, all 3 times that it touched the door, it was a full open or full open only.
Really?
So, yeah, just a thought.
Well, I don't have
Obviously,
orbs, though.
Could be coinkydink.
I don't have orbs,
Yeah,
though.
it could be coinkydink.
Hi, Jana.
But oh yeah, we don't have orbs.
We do not have orbs.
I
Unless
rolled
they're
out your
hidden
age.
inside of a
Okay.
wall. I'll check again, though. I'll check again.
Okay, dokie.
Say okay, okie dokie. Is that what you just said? He said there was lots of touchies. Now, I might have been too late for those touchies. Find out soon enough. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Writing. Where are you?
I'll
Are you here?
re-engage power since I'm down here.
Where are you? I hate you so much. Was that a 5? Gamer fan, I swear to God. Holy crap! It put its crotch in my face.
I would have much preferred that than the farts.
We might have EMF 5. I thought I heard it right before he did like assaulted
Oh my
me.
God!
I'm not sure.
I just.
If
All we have is
so-
writing.
Yeah, possible 5.
Dots.
Oh, you just saw dots?
Dots. Just saw dots. Yes, sir.
Then I did not. Then it's not EMF 5. Obambo Dio? No. Where are you?
Or Taye.
Are you here? Where are you? Are you here?
It's mighty close to a hunt too. I wonder how fast.
I didn't see ultraviolet. That would make it a Dio. You're sure you saw dots?
100%
Okay.
sure I saw dots, sir.
And maybe I'm just not getting spirit box. Maybe it is a Dio. That'd be great.
Maybe it's just hiding it. Maybe because it's tier 1 spirit box and has a chance to not give you its evidence because it's shitty tier 1.
Right. If it's about to
You
do
know?
the thing, then
You
I'm
know?
just gonna wait here with a flashlight.
Well, it did burn that cruise.
The Dio grout was fake. Right. And I don't know what our sanity is. But you got vented on a lot, and I got vented on too.
Let me. You know what? I'll go check sanity. Don't die.
Okay. Yeah, someone played a blurb. That's a joke. CJ, thank you for the follow. Hello. Let me take a dump in peace. Oh my God. All right. Well, if you're going to take a dump in peace, you better shut the door.
Neo, sir. We are at almost 60% sanity. So it is a Thay or an Obambo.
What?
Both ghosts. Oh Obambo, I think, when it's in one of its stages, does early HUD, and then the Thay
Wait.
early HUDs.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, did I get cheated?
Did you get cheated? I don't know.
So it's
There's
stepped
the
in
dots
the,
again.
it's stepped in the well, no, but it's Obambo. Obambo can step in more salt. Why is it not leaving?
Yeah, that's the day in.
I'm thinking it, well, that's the Galoo.
Yeah, the Galoo can only step in one salt.
Yeah.
It's just not
Someone
leaving
did a
its
blur
room.
for the Dio breathing. Yeah, that's correct. Haven't been getting lag? No, not really.
But both are able to hunt in the range that hunted, so.
Right. Well, if it
Assuming
decides
the
it wants to
Obama was
party,
angry, Annie.
I mean, we'll be able to see the footies.
Let's go!
Jeez, you scared me a little bit. Ads are starting in a minute, friends. Heads up.
Well, you didn't see orbs, so it shouldn't be a Thay, so it has to be a Diobambo.
Unless they were late. It's luring me in. Where's the camera?
Yeah, put it in the sink.
Where'd the camera go? Oh,
Oh, it just stepped in salt?
I see no UV. I'm confused.
I'm so confused.
I'm confused.
We have no UV. We
Where's
have
the-
no tots.
where's
We
the
have
video
no
camera?
Spirit box. I don't know. You had it.
It was on the shelf. Play with Farty. See you, Elaine. Oh, it's back here behind the shelf. That's some garbage. We have orbs.
Mother pus
Wow.
bucket.
Late ass orbs. It's a thing.
What a stinky Thay.
Love it. My favorite. No, it can't be a mimic. We have dots. Hi, Chi and a Wawa. I did put it in the corner, yeah, and then it threw it beside the shelf like a jerk. Thank you, gamer. Oh my goodness. All right. Dare we have it?
Okay. Well, yeah. Three for
Get me
three.
out of here.
High five.
Oh God. Oh, good gust.
Mugger if you got him.
Okay. No, the orbs were waiting forever. Again, ads are about to play. Just a heads up.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Well, tell you, the weekly ain't that hard. It's just a matter of figuring out where the hell the ghost is.
Got 3 evidence. Ghost has 50% speed. Kind of makes it a little less threatening, at least for us who know how to loop.
Yeah. I'm down, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, that's definitely. Well, it's done. It's one for the books.
I'll take it.
It's one for the books.
The weekly.
And I
Towards
guess
the
new
area.
players should rush to this one and get their free 5K.
Might as well and play with I mean, yeah, you're stuck with tier 1, but at least you get the cursed object to mess with.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's a random cursed object too, so it's not like
What's
you're
he doing?
stuck with just one that doesn't do anything like we have in so many others.
Right. Look at this almost complete trophy case.
You know, after all this
One.
time, I still haven't been demon slayed.
One.
Yeah, chat knows as soon as we walk into the house and we finally get that demon hunt, we're
Yeah.
just gonna be all like, "Oh, take me, please, Daddy, please." For the
Ends
love
up-
of
yeah.
God, it's been 5 years.
Say, I'm pretty sure that if it's a mimic mimicking a Dio, that you still get the Demon Slate achievement.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
I've been asked that question, and I said I didn't know, but I was
'Cause-
sure it wouldn't be that.
If a mimic is mimicking a Pulte and it does the Pulte ability, you get the achievement for seeing the Pulte ability, even though it's not a Pulte.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Interesting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to go to Nels.
All right, I'm down.
I think I had
Dusty's
a
Trail.
viral video hit my TikTok feed today
Yeah.
where it says that the egg always turns black in the ghost's room.
All right, let's go do
It's
some.
it's so good, sir.
let's
It's
go do some
so
testing.
Good. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go test.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I've seen the videos. All right.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Let's rock.
Like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports
It's got
of
millions of
fires.
views,
Looks like they left in a hurry.
Okay.
and it's a new video, and it's hilarious. And I love the comment section. You know we've got to love the comment section, even when we say something that's right.
I know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
make the
it
shit
doesn't
out of the
matter.
rooms.
They're all gonna get stirred up. All right, I'll go the opposite way you're going. You
I'm going to go to the
or
right.
left?
Oh, because the power's right there.
All right, I'm going left.
All right.
Okay.
Let's figure out where it is first. It's snowing, right? Yeah. Okay. Take the eggs and throw them in random rooms to check where the ghost is instead of using
In the
equipment.
diner. It's right here.
Where, in the front? Oh. Oh, all right. It's literally right here.
Yep. Right where I'm standing, 3 degrees.
Let me see the temps right here. Well, I did not do. We have EMF 5. I did not do that.
Yeah.
Come on, Ghost. You know I don't want to listen to that. If you want to do something, at least turn on the TV for Dusty's Trail. For goodness sake.
All right, I'll turn the lights on. Go get some eggs.
Sure. Oh no, me tunes. All right, give me 1, give me 2, give me 3. Okay, so they said that the egg
this is the
turns
ghost
black
room.
in the ghost room, correct?
In the ghost room. Yep.
Oh, that's weird. It's almost like
It's
almost
almost
when
like
you
it's
put-
yellow.
It's almost like yellow, but when you put the light
Yeah.
off, oh, weird. Or it's like the way you
Oh,
look at it. It's weird. That's crazy.
That's so weird.
Oh, weird. That's
On
weird how
how-
that's doing that.
Yeah. Is it? Oh man. Oh no.
Let's do it on this side. You know what? Maybe it's just
Wait,
maybe
did
it's
you
just a fluke.
Pick up the raw egg.
No, it disappeared.
Oh, okay.
Let's try it on the black square.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's black now. Oh, up. Go back over.
Oh, man.
That's so weird.
Geez.
Maybe you know what though? Maybe
Oh,
the ghost
gosh.
is leaving the room and coming back into the room. We should get motion sensors to be sure.
Yeah. We should. Let's go do it.
Let's go do that. I want to give the benefit, the doubt to those that claim.
Part of me wants to respect them sciencing it.
Listen, to me, it's the same thing as saying the ghost is wherever the bone is.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
just
see,
because.
the other thing is you see the sign, you see how there's 6 snowflakes that fell on the top of it at the exact same time.
Right.
That means that's the Moroi.
Well, what did Eric say when the tips touch? Or something like that?
Yeah, when the touch. Yeah. You can change the ghost type if the touch tips.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the thing. We need sound sensors. Large maps are usually a good time to do sound sensors. All right, so this is Ghosty Room. Let's try to figure out where it's walking around.
Yeah. Okay. Found it. It's over here.
Okay. Let's see. Is it walking? Is it over this way?
It was.
Let me take this one and put it over there.
I mean, it was right here.
Yeah. Oh, it's on the other side.
Oh, did it walk over there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on. Okay, it's right next to you. It's
over
right.
here.
When it sets this
Yeah,
one
yeah,
off, I'm gonna
it's
throw
right
an
here.
egg down.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
That's weird. The ghost is right here.
Oh, look.
That's so weird. Can you
Oh,
back
man.
up a little
Hold
bit
on.
and then just like turn?
Look.
Oh, weird.
Oh,
now
it's
the ghost is
back.
here. Oh, now it's gone. Oh, it's here. Oh, it's gone. Oh, the ghost isn't here anymore. That's weird how
look,
that
the ghost is
works.
getting in on the light action.
Oh man, this is so weird. The shit people believe is crazy.
Oh my God, I love it so much, dude. I really do.
What's going on? There was a very large
All right,
claim
I need
by
to step
people
out.
that
It's
yeah.
ad break time, sir.
Okay,
I don't
you're
know.
good. Oh no,
what your
I let
pickle
mine run.
is.
I warned people and let it run. We can wait.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
All right. Okay.
Can you only get Phas on PC? No. If you Google Phas, it tells you that it's on Xbox and PlayStation.
Cycle with me?
Well, I have to wait 51 minutes for that, sir. The next one we could sync up, though. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. I'll run mine down.
Roger that. Hey, Kyle, welcome in. So there was a big old claim that when you throw an egg on the floor, if it's black, that's where the ghost is. If it's a regular egg, the ghost isn't there. And it's a lighting issue. It has nothing to do with where the ghost is. So whether I don't know if they actually believe it or not. I think that's the biggest thing for me is I don't know if they actually believe it's true or if they're just trying to rage bait. I'm not sure. Hard to say. But as you can see, yeah, it's not true. I can't see shit. What? Really? Yeah. 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 All right, I see no orbicals. Hey, lizard. What was that? Oh, I think it was the motion sensor. Never mind. Let's do this. The sound of my feet is awful. Awful. Finished challenge mode prestige a couple days ago. Nice. Get them levels. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hey, Banksy. Do you know if custom outfits are coming soon? I hope. I know it said quarter one. Right. Q1, which doesn't leave a lot of time. What does it leave? Like a month and a half? So I can only assume so, friend. We can only make assumptions. You know, Valentine's Day was good. Yeah. How's yours going? Or how was yours? I'm sorry. How the Ghostie's been? Ghostie's been fine. Not too bad. All right. This doesn't really do me any good till I put the salt down. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Hold on. Let's wait a second. Hey, Relic. Placing your bet on mid-March. I would guess the same. I feel like we would have heard more about it now if it was coming sooner rather than later. Walk this way. Oh, bitch. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Yeah, not going off. Lay down 2 salts. Partner really celebrates Valentine's Day. On the day, we wait a week or so for cheaper prices. It's the smartest thing you could do. Or like if you want to travel for Valentine's Day. Is this a wraith? Spirit box or dots? Well, I'm not getting spirit box. I don't know. I think it's a wraith. That's my guess. Me and my husband's anniversary, we got engaged actually 2 days after Valentine's Day, so celebrating that works perfectly. Hey, there you go. That's a 2-for-1. Careful, SpongeBob. We might have a wraith.
Oh,
maybe. I put some salt down there. It ain't done squiznot with it.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
moving around a lot based off of what I hear in here.
Yeah, it's walking around. I put salt down where it was walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well, have we used any protection equipment on it yet?
We have a George, so it's not a day in.
Yeah, so it can't be a day in, but also we have not used incense, crucifixes, or salt on it yet, so that would make no sense for a Galu.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Unless it walked in salt and I didn't see it.
I yeah, this is just going off right around all
The
of
only
this
salt that's in this building is the 3 I put down, and it has not walked in them.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
I just walked from here all the way over to there.
But if it's a Wraith, I mean, if you want to try Spirit Box, you're more than welcome to. I wasn't getting any.
Okay. Where's that?
It's is it by the door? I don't remember what I did with it. Yeah, so about that.
Yeah.
I don't remember where I placed it.
Let's follow the path of Dusty's trail. Oh, Dusty's trail.
Ghosty?
Dusty's
Do you have any evidence? We are a nightmare.
Hey, the ghost just turned on Dusty's trail.
Wagon train lost from
Oh, yeah.
Dusty's the reason for their plight. Thanks to Dusty, nothing's right. Only the wagon.
Middles. Oh, it's right there.
Where are
Oh,
you?
look. Hey.
How old are
hey,
you?
Hey,
Are you
look in this.
friendly?
Look in this
Are
salt
you
pile.
doing
Look right there. Thank you. Thank you, Ari.
Where are you?
Oh my God.
It's California, that's the place they must find. Deserts and rocks are in their way.
Give me a sign.
But they won't.
Where are you?
If it's a Wraith, it has to be dots. But
If it's a Wraith, it's going to be dots in EMF 5, right?
we have EMF.
Oh,
5.
we already have EMF 5. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Cause they just can't fail.
On Dusty's trail.
Let's follow the path.
I'm gonna go get the other dots. Showed up just in time for Dusty's trail. Joseph, welcome in. I have one thing on me. I do. I'm gonna bring photo camera. There we go. Goes too busy watching TV. I understand. It's probably sitting down having a mustard waffle right now. I brought more dots.
Summer rolling through the promised land. All the
Road
going
is mighty rough.
but they don't seem to mind. It's California, hey, that's the place they must find. Deserts and rocks are in their
Would you just do dots?
won't stop.
Is there hiding there? There is.
Mountains and hills that they must
Like,
scale.
come on.
They know they'll make it 'cause they just can't fail on Dusty's trail. Let's follow the path.
All right, I'll turn it off.
Dusty's trail, oh, Dusty's trail.
We get it. I appreciate you.
Dusty's
No, I
trail.
said we get it. It's not walking in salt. It's not giving us dots. It's not answering the spirit box. He was watching that. Listen, it can only loop so many times. Okay? Are you sure? I don't know. I can turn it back on. He's pissed. He's pissed I turned it off. He's pissed. He's angry indeed. Hey! Did you move back here, you piece of trash?
Careful, SpongeBob.
Roger that. It might... Did you? No, you did not.
Dots!
That's some bullshit. He had dots. I hate it here. I'm gonna stand right here. Hey, Legend, welcome in. It's not fair.
Hey. What?
Why'd you see dots, but I didn't?
Because I was being a van princess.
We're just sitting here waiting for him.
They were like long dots.
hybrid
too. We
ghosts,
walked from
right.
the front door all the way up here to you. Right as you went this
Dude,
way.
it started hunting back there by the bathrooms.
Oh, hey.
Hi. You should show up in the dots. Jerkhole. It's like he's trying to sneak up. I know. Hunting. In 3. That was right on top of me. That was some bullshit.
Punch this asshole!
Gee, welcome in. Oh, my Lanta. Still no dots
It did
for
float
me.
right. It's 100% a wraith.
Right. I just wanted to get the evidence, man.
I mean, I do have a video of it if you need to see it for yourself, sir.
It sounded really loud because it spawned in me. That's why. Watch,
It's
I'm gonna go look
fine.
in the truck and I'm gonna see it.
I believe it.
3, 2, 1. All right, never mind.
As soon as you move away,
I know.
you're
No,
gonna
I
get
was
like
just trying
a
to make
glimpse
it.
of a shoulder.
I know. I was trying to make it so I could see the other side too. Courtney, thank you for the 16 months. Thank you, friend. How the hell are you? All right, it's just not going to show me dots. All right, that's fine.
Nope. Yeah.
Hey, there's evidence. How do we know it's a wraith? It never walked in salt. Yep. Never walked in the salt. Wow, what a jerkhole. Listen, I think this one was a bust.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, I've got wraith marked if we want to tell
I
this
do
one to
too.
F off.
That's right.
Ghost is not a fan of me. Well, I'm not a big fan of the ghosting, so I hope that it understands. I hope that it gets the picture because it sucks.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Just silly.
Well, no, that
Just
trick with
silly.
the eggs is pretty useful, man. That was impressive.
I'm glad it worked so well.
So well. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I obviously saw that on my timeline with all those views, and I was like, oh dear. And I was so happy when you messaged me. I was just like, oh, I'm bringing this up.
You know what's going to happen. If you do anything to post to say that it's false, it's going to be conditional at that point. Well, no, you don't understand. You have to do it on the 2nd of June on a 3rd Thursday of the month for it to work.
I hope so. I really want them to do that. I'm going to stitch it.
Just
I'm going to
rage
stitch
baiting.
it with us. Yeah, oh, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Anywho.
All right. So,
Or 2.
what would you like to do now, sir?
Friday 13th, right. Listen, I'm down to stay with Nightmare. I'm down to change to a different difficulty. I don't care.
Ooh, different difficulty. Huh?
Whatever.
What do you have in mind?
I'm down for whatever. Whatever you want, sir.
Let's see.
Thank you for the likes. Was the black egg thing a TikTok thing? I think that's where it started. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where that started. Some people will
Let's play with
start
this.
rumors like
Shall
that
we? What do we
as a
have?
point to rage bait because they think it's
We'll go.
it gets them clicks, which okay, that's great,
Insanity,
but then you're just known as a liar.
and we'll turn a cursed item on.
So it's
We'll
hard
do
to say.
random.
Thank you for the 8 months. Nameless, thank you so much, friend. What are you doing?
Insanity with cursed item
Okay. Only works if you're playing on friendly
and
ghost.
fog.
Okay.
The 572.
I did not believe it though.
Ghost speed.
Yeah, I never believed it.
Let's see here. We'll turn event frequency down the. Oh, we'll leave that all normal. We'll leave that all normal. Fuck it. That's it. We're doing insanities with a cursed item. That's what.
Okay.
We're doing. Okay.
That's easy enough.
All right.
I like it.
All right.
Always hear the most random BS. I know.
And then
It's always about
We
testing.
gotta do a comfy, cozy Willow Street, sir. I need that for me.
I need that in my life too.
To feel complete for the night. Okay,
Absolutely.
all right, sure.
Yeah. Only works if the ghost is a demon on a blood moon, right?
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before
It's
investigating.
foggy.
No report this time. Be careful. You're going
All right. Insanity with one cursed. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Cesspool of misinformation.
Insanity,
Yeah.
one cursed item.
It can be, but
Here,
that's
I'll
why
be
it's
video
important
guy,
to correct it.
Since you got
Okay.
you've got
I gotta find the
perfect
ghost
game.
equipment.
We're going perfect game insanities with a cursed item.
Perfect game
That's what we're
insanity. Okay.
doing. Perfect game insanity. So
like
two
it.
sound recorder,
I'm
a
doing
photo
sound.
of EMF.
We get one piece of evidence on
and
insanity.
repel with
One.
incense. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do the thing. Yeah, we get one piece of evidence. So once we get that, at that point, it's us treating it like it's a no evidence run. It's just with less ghosts to have to worry about. Oh, crap.
Oh, it's family game night.
Aw,
Yay.
Oh, goes far. Don't mind if I do.
Did that count? Did that? Hey,
I got the sound as well.
photo.
Hey. Hey, this picture frame's down.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. Phasmophobia. Power's in the basement.
I don't see orbs.
Okay. Guessing it's got to be nearby here somewhere.
It could be any surrounding room. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the basement for the
Okay.
power.
All right, I'm gonna wait here for a sound.
I'm gonna check for bone while we're down here too.
Roger that. Guessing twins. Hey. Ghost says hey.
Oh, hi.
Very active. There we go. Oh, he didn't say that he was looking for the bone. He was just turning the power on. Yeah. All right, let's go get firelight. That's an easy sound. And then I'll get a lantern so we can blow that out for extra stuff for video and all that jazz. Yeah. Where am I from? East Coast US. Let's bring.
We have throwies right here in the.
Yeah,
the
it's
dining
throwing a
room.
lot in the kitchen. You know what? I'm actually gonna get this first. Could have sworn he said, oh, maybe he did. I'll have to double check, Bomber. I assume he knew. Hey, you are aware, you know that the bone can't spawn in the basement right now, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah, right now it's broken. The bone will spawn upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? HR chucking stuff.
Jesus, he's throwing a lot.
Yeah. Might be a phantom. Might be an
Hey, in
anything.
case you were wondering, the bone is not in the basement. I can confirm that.
So there we go. Yeah, there's something broken about it. We don't know what it is. We don't know why. It just is what it is. Oh, let's do this to check for UVs. We also need to check for freezing as well. Hey, careful! Look out! He's looping the wrong way. But she still gets caught, though.
Bye.
It's an obake! It's an obake! You're doing great, sweetie!
Oh my God! Fucking A.
Hey, fun fact. You want an easier loop? Go the other direction. Go the other way when you loop it.
Really?
Yes, because it'll get stuck on the table.
Why is it easier?
It will do this, because look,
Oh.
it will do this. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, hold on. Got it. We have a video camera. I'm gonna get the burning cruci. Hold on. Hi, butthole. There's eventually here too. I'm just waiting for this crucifix to burn.
Okay.
Maybe.
My back end's still puckered from that forced loop there, so I'm gonna take a minute.
All right, I'll put some coal up there so I can get a diamond. Mr. Rafa, hello, sir. What a stinky ghost, I know. That was the basement. Oh, don't come back here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Did I get the ghost or the shapeshift? I got the shapeshift. Yeah, so the reason it's easier is because when the ghost is getting faster and it's going around this way, it runs and it gets to this table. It goes too fast and it backtracks and goes like that. Yeah. It started from the basement, by the way.
Where's the video? Oh, you have the video.
Yeah.
Camera. Okay. The basement?
Yeah, it started in the basement.
What the French toast?
Oh, bitch.
Ah, you butthole.
My God. Mr. Rafa, thank you for the gifted divine. Sounds are good. I'm gonna sneeze.
Sounds are good. Yeah, we just.
I'm going to get a photo camera.
Roger that. I couldn't mute it in time. I'm sorry. Thank you. Would you just do it? Thank you. Thank you for all the blessings. Hey, what's up, Ace? It's gonna hunt in the basement again. I bet.
Yeah, I hear stuff.
But where?
I definitely hear the stuff. I can't tell if it's back there or if it's in the basement below us.
Where was that? Is that back further?
It sounded like it was in the back here. Or I'm wrong. Ooh.
Dude, maybe.
Or not.
I thought I heard it too, but I don't know what it moved. Hey, what's up, Peak? Why is it so chill all of a sudden?
Definitely not in the kids' room.
Huh.
And not in the
Doing well, thank you.
Gotta be in the basement.
Distorted Lemon, thank you for the 6 months.
Oh!
Got it.
Oh, look at that.
So cut the video of it. I'll take it. I need 3 more though. All right, goes touch the door. Touch the door. Touch the door.
All right, photos are done.
Okay. I could get a firelight blowout if it wants to cooperate.
All right, I'll go get a firelight and a motion sensor for you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Careful, SpongeBob.
Roger that. So it's still here. Hello? Kelly Jones? Hello? Kelly? It's gonna start hunting. Careful, it's gonna hunt. Hey.
Why?
Scared me. It F the shoes?
Yeah, F those shoes.
Yay, blowies!
Oh, I need one more. Motion sensor, right? Yeah.
Yeah, motion sensor.
Good Lord. Say, you better run, boy. Photos, videos, audios. We got all the objectives. Did we get the bone? Yep.
We did get the bone.
Perfection.
Wait, we're not done yet.
What do you mean?
We have to.
We have to pull the cards, sir.
Ah, crap. All right.
It's alright. I'm feeling good about it. We have smudgies left.
Okay.
We have a tier 3 Cruci in the room with us.
Should I take?
It's
Should we
this-
try to
this
stop it from? Should we just go ahead and pull or take sanity first?
Hey,
Weston. Yeah, we'll take it. All right, I've got 2 smudges. I'm at the ready. Sword Lemon. Thank you again for the 6-month Prime, friend. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Get these in here. I'll put at least one of them in here for now.
Yep. And tower full card.
All right, hold.
Oh yeah.
Just in case we need to escape.
Uh-huh.
Tower.
Tower.
Moon.
Oh, gee. So much for your sanity.
That's a. Oh, that's a. That's a.
Devil.
That's unfortunate.
Is she
We
in
might
the
wanna wait.
sofa?
We went-
We have a
I
Cruci.
don't. I'm not sure.
Okay.
What? Oh, and she kicked the power. What an asshole! All right, I'm gonna go get more fire.
And she gave us blowies too.
She's a jerk. She's
Yeah.
mean. How long has it been useless? They removed the instant interaction from the tower card quite a long time ago. It's extremely unfortunate because, yeah, a card that is very common is just so useless at this point. Yeah. First stream, welcome. Oh, he's just going in. What's this? Oh. Yeah, might as well set it up, make it look all nice. All right, doing it. Tower. God damn it, dude. Best card other than High Priestess, Hangman.
I got this.
No, you don't.
Hermit.
No, you don't.
Remember when this used to be I used to buy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord, she coming. All done? All right.
Oh, nice.
Game on. Wheel of Fortune, red.
Card. Game on.
Extra sanity gone.
Nice. Oh, I got the Sun Fool. Never mind.
Nice.
I just thought that was gonna be.
I got another tower card. I quit. I absolutely
What an
quit.
uneventful deck.
It's like you can have tarot card as your favorite all you want. I will never, ever in my life.
Tarot cards are the only reason. The only reason they're my favorite is it's the only cursed item I can't control. Great.
That's true.
So whenever I pick them up, it's good content.
Yeah,
Except
it can
for
be.
when the deck's like that.
Except when you get 10 effing tower cards.
Tower
No High
cards.
Priestess. No. Thank you for the follow.
Perfect game. Let's
Yes,
go.
sir. Wait, what is it? Obake. Got it.
Baked cookies.
Oh, bake the cookies. Sorry. Tower, 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 moon, tower, sun, tower. Right. Awful. Awful deck of cards.
Welcome back.
Lovely job,
Jobs
sir.
ready for you.
I just love that I knew it was Nobake from accidentally not getting in during the hunt and watching you
Yeah.
run for your life.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes is a hunt.
I heard you outside. And you're like, it's an Obake! And I turned around and I wasn't watching the ghost. I was just so focused on my loop.
On the path.
And then
making
I
sure you
turned
don't get
around for a
stuck.
second. Yeah. And I saw her shift. And I was like, hell yeah. Ooh, Stranglewood? Yeah, we might as
Yeah.
well. They're getting ready to change it.
Yes,
so.
sir. Might as well do them both back to back.
Yeah, why not?
They're going to be good. Well, Willow's going to be later. Tangle should be pretty soon.
Not like you got to.
You've arrived. Check the equipment.
Not like you have what?
Get set up before
So, the last time I played Phaz, I did playing with viewers, and I got we got a Hangman and two High Priestesses in the same deck.
Ooh.
It was so good.
That's
We had
pretty
someone and they
Hey,
died during
Sid,
the
how are
hunt. We
you?
resurrect them with the High
great.
Priestess.
Seahawk, hello.
They died to a Hangman. We resurrect them to a High Priestess. It was fucking beautiful,
Sheesh.
man. It was beautiful.
That's
man.
pretty awesome, though.
Ooh, Emily Dexter. Let's see here.
Dexter.
Yeah. Cruci video and photo. Oh.
Oh, oh. I'll do audio again. What time do I normally start? I normally start streams around 8:30 p.m. Eastern, unless it's Sunday, then it's normally 1. This is an extra stream. I don't normally stream this time, but I had the availability, so why not? Hi, Paige. How are you? I'm good. We're going in with the sound recorder immediately. Music box.
Did I hear throwies already? We have ghost orbs right here in the bathroom.
Roger that. We go get more equipment. Doing okay? Glad to hear it. That's the moments we play Phaz for? Yeah. This, and this.
It's Granny, and she pooped on me again.
I was wondering why the front door was shut.
I got the photo of the ghost.
Nice. Where are you? I assume it's not in here right now.
Are there any bugs with this map I need to know about as far as bone location?
I don't think so. Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? All right. Probably not spirit box. Oh shit, yeah. We need to check for UV and we need to check for freezing.
Yep. Power is...
Just in case. Red Hill, thank you for the 5 months. We are doing Insanity preset, but you need to be
I
careful,
just got farted
SpongeBob,
on, it's not an Oni.
about mimics.
If that
Always.
matters, I don't know.
That's a big 10 no, sir. Yeah, those are our ghosties. You know what? Here, we'll do this for an Onryo test. I'm playing with Mr. Mighty Chingus. My homie. Gamer. No games for you. Not permitted. Ooh, hey, I'm fairly certain Mare is off the table. What the hell?
All right, got that.
Getting the sound.
Nice.
Oh, my Lanta. Oh, can get a photo of the poop. She wants me to shush. A lot
Oh,
happened.
I missed the object. Motion sense. She stepped into salt. I don't see feeties.
All right.
So it looks like we might
Hey,
just
Spencer,
be
welcome
with
in.
orbs only.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Oh, shit.
Burn Cruci
Got the
video and photo.
One more video, which could be firelight burnout if it decides to stop being a butthole. Here, I'll bring this out here. I'm gonna go get a smudge. Hey, what's up, Holly?
Alrighty.
So the TVs and the computers and stuff, they're not supposed to be with the mayor anymore, like cancel out the mayor, but they do because it's messed up again. Let's see. Onryo, Obake, Mayor, Hantu, Banshee. Okay. Okie, Doki. Heard that.
Stupid ghost.
There you go.
Got it.
Nice.
So now we just need to figure out what the fuck it is.
Uh-huh. Get the ghost video. You don't need the ghost video. I don't think you do. Wait, do you? Wait, do we have the objective? Yeah, we have the video of the ghost. Never mind. We do. I mean, a Banshee screen be pretty awesome.
We do have an
Look at her child
Emily.
coming downstairs.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
What are you oohing? Well, the mayor, it used to be that way, and then the purpose was to stop it, so it was only tied to light switches.
It just tapped in an extra salt.
After how long? Oh, it doesn't matter. That's with the Galu, right?
Yeah, the orbs rolled that out. Never mind. I'm just now getting used
You want to play? I'll just load up fast and you can play. What are you saying? Okay. What are they changing about the map? They're getting rid of all of the assets they did not make, and they're making their own. I might not be the target. Him leaving the map makes this test kind of useless. There we go.
All right, well, that Cruci is completely burned.
All right, so if we don't have a mimic, that means Hantu is off the table.
Right.
Yeah. I guess we'll see.
We haven't had any light switch action.
No, and the reason I don't think it's a mare is because I'm fairly certain the mares are broken, where they can't do the TVs and the computers. Lots of
Did we have a
throwing.
TV? Or
It turned on a computer,
Okay.
so I don't think so.
See, I always thought that always applied, or that used to always apply.
It did, and then something broke, and they never fixed it. Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting.
Oh yeah, and we don't. And
Excuse me, ma'am.
also, it can't be Obake because we don't have UV. It's gonna start hunting
Right.
from. It's gonna start hunting from over here. Hey. Oh, ghost fight. There he goes.
Ah, it's still coming.
You just Scooby-Dooed your way from a ghost fart. Oh my gosh, Ghost, you suck. Sounds pretty normal speed. It's chasing him. He smudged it. She wants to touch the butt. I had your back, sir. I had your back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You saved my life. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
God damn you! You shut up. You're a bad person. Bad person.
All right, what do we know? Definitely sped up with line of sight. It targeted both of us. Not a Revy. I don't think it's a Raiju. It would have been faster than that.
Yeah, we didn't get a speed up when with That, not a
don't think it's a dime
Revy.
because it sounded normal speed, even as it was starting to gain speed. So we're looking at what? Onryo Yokai Yurei? It just turned, by the way, hey, 100% not a mare. It just turned this light on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right here. I just heard it. Oh, when you walked into your friend, it gave you a jump scare. I'm so sorry. Goddess Dan, welcome in. Nightingale, hello. Galactic, hello.
Dish.
Well, we're talking, but that doesn't, I mean, we're not talking near the ghost, so you can't just cross out a yokai
Okay,
because
I
of that.
have...
No, there's a better yokai test than that. All right.
I don't know. We had that door creak, right? The doors
yes.
don't creak when they're full open or closed, do they?
I think they do.
I've never noticed.
I think they do. I think you just have to be really careful to make sure if the door completely opens or completely closes. Because it doesn't necessarily mean it's doing its ability. It just means that it's fully opening or fully closing the door.
All right, well, we can do Onryo testing.
Yeah.
Which we should be one. We're one blowy down technically. Although doesn't it reset during the hunt?
That I don't know. Fantastic question. It's over here doing something. Where? Okay, it's right there.
It's still in the same room. Woo, spicy.
Ooh, the odds of an Onryo went down.
Yeah, and it's still in the same room.
Oh, she wants you.
All right.
she wants you, big boy.
This is getting a bit much, okay? This is a bit much.
Is she a little overbearing?
Thank God. What the hell, man?
Oh, she like you, boy.
Oh my God.
All right, we have firelights all over the place.
I'm just keeping them lit right now. We're just gonna see if we can't.
Yeah. Also paying attention. Okay,
Okay,
there's
it's
no
not an
shot.
Onryo.
There's no way. Yokai Yurei. Okay. We could do that over here. We can figure it out that way. Akame, thank you for the 14 months. Welcome back. Yeah, there's only orbs. If we had anything else, then it would be a mimic. Your girlfriend's trying to cheat on you. It turned off the breaker? What does that have to do with a yokai or a yurei? I'm playing with Mr. Mighty Chingus. Mr. Mighty Chingus. Hey, James, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you. She likes saying hi. She definitely does. Danielle, thank you. We can do a yokai test from here. I don't know where he is. She came directly to me. Man, will you kindly fuck off? Yokai? She did not come to me. I mean, I think the first one was a Coinky Dig. I think we have a yokai, sir.
Yeah, I was listening
Smudge
to
it.
your
Why?
yokai test. I think you're right.
Why smudge it?
Although we do just have a full door closed.
I just
On the
heard that too.
bathroom. And it was a slam, sir.
No, I'm confused. I want to be 100% sure. That was weird. I don't like it.
Door is partially propped open again.
Roger that. I don't like it. Mimic? We're not getting anything else though. If it's a mimic, this is such a troll. I heard that door slam. It sounded like a Yurei ability, but that might have just been by chance. She was not slower. No, she was normal speed. Yeah, my speed has nothing to do with her speed. Hey, Serial. She came directly to me. But it's really hard to tell if it's coincidence or not. It's so hard to tell. Maybe I try in the garage.
Yeah, I don't know. She was on top of the bed when she in the boys' room when she spawned that time.
Kai? C-Y-R-E-L is Kai? We can't see our sanity. They're broken. Look at this. I gotta believe it's a yokai, man.
I'm just gonna say that, sir. Ma'am. I'm good with yokai.
Me too.
Let's
go
that was
jerk.
absurd.
Absolutely absurd. Zed, thank you for the 7 months.
Yeah, because you had that long hold with the interference.
You do have to be
There's-
careful about
there-
that because you could still get interference with the ghost being out of the testing range. So you gotta be extra
Oh,
careful.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
That's
still,
generally what I
still
use.
think
But
it's
okay, I
yokai.
get it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
find
yeah.
out. Let's find
Yes,
out.
sir.
It's either a perfect game or a perfect blunder.
Oh, well, let's blame chat. Amy, thank you for the follow. Hello, Zed. Thank you again. Danielle, thank you.
Welcome back.
Yes.
I've got some
Nail-
jobs ready for you.
Love it. Yokai. That door slam really threw me off.
That door slam threw me off too. And I watched 3 touches from
Damn,
outside
thank you.
do full opens. It was
Right.
just, oh man. Yeah, that last test you did is what pushed me onto the okay.
Yeah.
All right,
sir, where to?
let's just keep visiting. Let's
like
keep
it.
visiting
Let's keep
classic maps,
visiting.
sir. Let's just visit. We're just going house to house.
We can
Door to
you know,
door.
sell some homes.
Yeah,
Sam,
yeah.
thank you for the heart me. Danielle, thank you for the heart me. Hello. Yeah, there's a lot of interactions. I mean, we did make it
Welcome
hunt
to the
over and over and over.
Check the equipment and get set up. for
Barbara.
Barbara.
Barb.
Oh,
Barb.
Ghost event, incense, and video. Okay.
Roger that. Did it say 0 abilities used?
No,
Yeah,
I
'cause
think we have a good setup here. I don't think we need to change it.
No, I think it's going well. I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
We never caused a hunt by talking to it.
High school.
High school.
Why do these
High
people
school.
exist?
What?
Sir? Why do these people exist?
I don't know. They're in your chat. What do you mean? I want
We have cards.
great. How did I level up quickly? I didn't. Yeah, there was no leveling up quickly. It's just been over time, friend. One evidence. Power's up here, and well, sorry, power's in the garage, and hiding is here as well.
Okie dokie.
Thank you, Sam. I think I found her.
Nailed it. Ooh.
Double audio.
Oh.
Got it. Love it.
Oh, it didn't give me credit for the blowy on the video. Oh, what the crap is that?
Audio's completely done. It's hunting. It might not be a demon. We're on insanity settings. Our sanity does not start at 100. Think small. What the hell, man?
What the French toast was that?
Dude, I was not ready for that. Good Lord, Jandis. Let's put that in there. There we go. Well, sounds are at least done. Let's get, fast. All right, crucifix and smudge for sure. And a writing book. What was the speed? It sounded pretty normal from what I could tell. Jana, what the shit?
She's in the living room. At least that's where a lot of the activity was.
You can hide there.
just now.
Yes, technically.
Right?
Jana. That was cool as shit. Oh my God. TikTok. Sorry, friends.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I'm here.
Look down. I'm out. Oh my God. No, not zero sanity. No, insanity settings. Yeah, Serafina, welcome in. And thank you for the 11 months, dude. Jana, that was crazy. My God.
She was pretty
dude.
normal speed, actually.
It did seem pretty normal. I would
Oh.
agree with that.
A possible demon.
Maybe. Oh, wow. What a jerk.
It is a butthole.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to go put a crucifix in the hallway. What
Yeah,
does
that makes a lot of
insanity do?
sense.
No,
It makes
it's
a lot of sense.
it's one instead of 2 evidence like nightmare, insanity is 1 evidence. You also typically don't have a cursed possession. However, we always add 1 to make it more fun.
We want to get a temp on this.
Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you here? Are you close?
My
Yeah, I'm not even
phone
100%
stuff in
it's
the
in this
dining
room. Shit balls. Case, thank you for the 6 months. Lynn, welcome in. Hello. If it's a banshee or a djinn, you deserve a high five. Wait a minute. My favorite mode? Nightmare. I love Nightmare. It's the best. This thing is spicy. Hey,
She
Bonerfoot.
tried to touch my butt. Oh.
All right. So where's it hunting from now?
That was, I heard Throwy's back in the dining room.
Sheesh. Okay. Smelling a lait de mont. Lait de mont. Then explain that. Oh, well, if it's a demon, that demon cruci range do be big dough.
It do. It do.
Let's get these in there. Ay, caramba. Island question mark? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Make up your mind.
Oh my God.
Where are you hunting from?
Oh, let me video it, you piece of garbage.
He's a demon, yeah. It might be. All right, I've got 4 sensors down.
Will you delete that video, please? Sorry,
Yes,
I
sir.
got excited for the
That's
last
okay.
video.
That's okay. I understand. Object, door,
Man.
fire, translucent,
It just
cruci
wandered
burn?
over here, according to these.
All right, got a smudge at hand.
Yep. Up is smudge.
Nice. I got it. All right, so we still don't have the evidence, do we?
We have no evidence.
Okay.
We have all the optional. We have no evidence, sir.
All right. Is that the garage? Good. Oh. You thought that the Ring Around the Rosie song was definitely a banshee? No. No, that's never been a thing. Johanna, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. This is not a hiding spot. It's just a way to break line of sight with the ghost. The ghost can't see you if you're back there. No, I don't want this on right now. All right, let's make sure we don't have orbs. Fire extinguish, get the hell off my screen. All right, no writing. It is all over the place. I don't know how to nail down this ghost.
All right, I got the smudge off on it.
That's hot. We never checked for phalanges. We haven't checked for UV or for freezing.
No, we haven't.
I'm gonna lay that down and get some salt.
Smudge, I have
There
salt.
we go. All right. Oh, he put the photo camera back on the wall.
We only get one boop. Did it move rooms again?
I don't know. It was a demon.
I'm
Who just got
still
lucky.
feeling
I don't know.
demon.
It's
with
really
the,
hard
with
to
the
say.
Speed and how fast it hunted on us. Yeah.
Right. But it's on the move. All right. Well. It's 9
watch
degrees
out.
here.
9 here.
Yeah. It's not that cold. Yeah. It just kicked the breaker.
We were
Is it in the
we were
garage?
above the 1 minute in the map, so even if it was a demon,
You wouldn't have been able to get
Based
it,
on
right?
motion sensor, it's in the dining room, sir.
It is colder over here than it is over there. It's 9 degrees here.
no way.
Yeah. Just do it again.
Turn the power off.
What an asshat. You notice how it hasn't walked in any of the salt yet? Yeah, shut the book. That
It
just
hasn't
means that we
walked over
can't-
here yet. It's only
Right.
used the motion sensor in that room too. Hey!
You know what? I'm buying us time.
Okay, that works.
All right, let's track it. I can see it in your eyes. Thank you, Drifter. Has it walked in any salt at all?
No. Let me go get more salt.
I think we should. Going to sleep. Good night. Yeah, I'm grabbing one too.
What I mean?
It just.
Oh, there's more. That was a bit.
What a piece of shit. Absolute dirt.
That was awesome.
What a
that
dirt.
was-
What a dirt. Oh, there's UV.
We have feet. Oh, look at all those feet.
Oh my god. Demons on the. I don't trust it. Nope. Ghost saw him go into that hiding spot. Not today. Jana, thank you so much for the koala. Thank you for the corgi. Thank you, friend. That was intense.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. All right. Do we have smudges left?
I do, because I
Okay.
didn't actually light that one as much as I just threw it.
All right, we might have to do a demon
Which-
check.
which is-
Yeah, I don't know.
Definitely effective. Definitely effective.
Well, at least we have the UV, so that's nice. Thank you for the likes, friends. All right. Yep. It's just going to be a timing thing now.
Okay.
She's mad you laughed at her for walking in so much salt. I believe in you so much.
I
have timers. How do you check for a demon? So the way that you want to do it is you can either, when it gets within hunting range, you can then start using incense, and then the demon can hunt you after 60 seconds. If it's not if you don't have any smudges left, another way to test is the demon is the only ghost that can, after a hunt is over, hunt you within 20 seconds. Every other ghost is 25. She's spicy. Devil Doc, hello. Yeah. So demons, but also the demon has the ability to hunt you anytime. So you could walk into the map and then the ghost could immediately hunt you. Oh, it's over. Shit. You have a timer going, sir?
I do. I'm watching my stream time.
Roger that. Do a lot of counting or just have timers. Like on my stream deck, like I have timers set up like 60, 90, 120, 180, and then 25. I've got those set up so that I can just press a button and when I see that timer go off. I could add one to screen, but I choose not to. Hey Devil, how are you? I'll wait here because I don't know for sure when he did his timer. And the Cruci has a wider range of effect. This is very true. Hey Fast Bro. Hunting's going well, man. Tis going well. Definitely had a demon hunt you at full sanity. You were not prepared. Yeah, it can be fun. It can be a good time. That's got to be a demon, right? Was that less than 180? I mean, less than 90? Not 180. Was that less than 90 seconds? It felt a little quick. Yeah, less than 90. It felt like it for sure. You okay?
That's demon time, sir.
Yeah, I thought so. Nice.
Yeah, she started hunting like 10 seconds before we hit 90.
Yeah, I thought that felt early.
Yeah.
So we were right. It's just verifying it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Nice.
All right. Let's push the button.
Demon.
Jeez.
We knew, we could sense it. It felt like that was just like stupid early, but it's always good to make sure. Always good to verify. Oh, there's still some shit.
Perfect. No doubt in my mind.
There we go. Perfection, sir. No high five this time.
That was intense, man. That was,
but it was good stuff. I like it.
Yeah. That was for the content.
For the content. Hey, do you have ads coming soon, by the way?
Yeah. Do you want to sync up?
Yeah.
You want to sync? Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll do it right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Friends, I'm about to ads. We do 3 minutes of ads every hour, so that way there's no pre-rolls. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do them now. As soon as they're over, we will get right back into the games. Okay. All right. I just started mine. 3 minutes and counting. There we go.
Just started mine. I'll be a second behind you.
Roger that. They'll be in sync. This is true. Yeah. We try to stop gameplay whenever we can. It's a little bit more difficult whenever you're playing with others, but if you're playing with someone else who's streaming, then it's a little bit easier that you guys can get your ads at the same time. What's going on? Running ads. Yeah. Yeah, Mike. Well, unfortunately over there, I can't even control them. Over there, I can't control when they happen and when they don't. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Jana. Yeah. On the tweesh. 13 seconds, nice. Sometimes you'll get none. It's just by chance. Like I say by chance, but it's by region and where they play the ads. Is this the second time I streamed today? That's correct. And I'll be live again tomorrow night. Yep. But because we did the weekly tonight, I'm not even 100% sure what I'm doing tomorrow. I do not know. Always enjoy the vids. Oh, of course, gamer. Yeah, man. I go back and forth between the two. I appreciate you, Jana. Thank you. Can you still rule out writing if it closes the book when you're playing Nightmare and Insanity, since it still has the evidence, it just won't show it? You can't rule out writing. The only thing that you can say positively is that the ghost is not going to provide it. But remember, the ghost is hiding evidence, so it could be hiding writing. So if anything, when the ghost throws the book, it just means you don't have to look for it anymore. It doesn't mean you're done looking, or you can just say cross off writing. Like what you can't do is you can't go, all right, well, it threw the book. If you're on Nightmare or Insanity, you can't do that because it could still be a ghost writing ghost. You never know. Unknown, welcome in. Lame, hello. Who controls it? It's automatic, Mason. Yeah, it's automatic over there. Any benefits to VIP for the month other than the diamond icon? If there's ever any slowdowns, you don't get affected by them. Yeah. How much time do we have? 37 seconds. 37, and then we're good to go. Hey, GG's on the VIP. If it's on professional and it throws the book, then you can rule it out. Yes. If it's on professional and the ghost throws the book, you can cross it off. Yep. Before I got premium, my ads would usually happen when you started. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, I've had premium on the tube side, and I've had turbo on Twitch for so long now. It's just so worth it to not have ads. But if you don't mind them, if you don't mind the ads, then you don't have to pay for that stuff, and it's totally fine. Dear Slayer, thank you for the 7 months. Got the endless laughs and the amazing streams. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you. All right, my ads are done. Mine are finished. I imagine his will be done here in a second too. Yeah. Hey, Phil with Led, I'm good. How are you? I am ready, sir.
I even snuck in a potty break during that, dude.
Oh, look at you!
I just ran
devil.
up and down the stairs.
Did your old man
I'm
potty
winded.
break?
Yeah, my old man potty break.
Old man potty break.
Drive side. Let's go.
Oh, you can't do that now. Not really. I'm doing well, friend. Silly Banana, hello. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate you. If you guys are not already in the Discord and you want to get updated about when I go live, when I change my schedule, if there's any conversation outside of stream, it is typically in there. So the links are there. The rest of the socials are there. If you guys can't see the links in chat, then you can always check my bio.
Okay, all right.
The old poop and scoop. All right, it's foggy. It'll be a little bit easier to see in this dark map. I'll take it.
Oh yeah, I love the fog on the custom setting because it counts as really bad weather and gives you a
That's
boost.
right. Heyo. Hey, Mr. Song, been looking for a bit. Well, thank you, sir. Hey, I was watching the karaoke yesterday, by the way. The missus and I were sitting there hanging out, just flipping through socials and doing stuff. Just got confirmation that we had a what? Did you even know?
That was a reflection.
Actually, I'm gonna walk around like this. I'll check the back for power.
Roger that. I'm checking up here for power. Got power.
Roger that. Fog is considered bad weather. Yeah. Or worse. Might have been singing some things. There was a few times Mrs. Flash looked up and was, I'm sorry? Had a few small ones lately. I felt something but wasn't sure. Oh my God. Yeah, I definitely don't live in an area that gets hit by those very often.
We have the Luigi board, sir.
Ooh, fancy. I'm just walking around hoping for sounds. Hey, you're not in here, are you?
We have ghost orbs in the hallway up here.
Aw, gross. Karma, thank you for the daily hard meat.
Orbs are right outside the doll room.
That's gross.
One sound done.
Nice.
Did you hear how fast that was? Is that a Thay? Chingus?
I'm alive, but barely.
Oh, run, Chingus, run.
I'm okay. It's a thing.
Wow.
Oh,
Wasn't ready at all
God.
for that.
That big boy came barreling down the stairs
Oh
on me, and I was
my
like, no!
God.
My poor tight back end's about to be turned into an old wizard's sleeve.
Ew. Jesus. Well, that's got to be a Thay. I can't imagine it's anything different.
No, that's a Thay for sure.
God damn it, April. Holy night. They are demon. No, the speed of the ghost means it's
Well,
not a
that's
demon.
2 maps in a row that we've been
Mimic is
surprised by
possible.
early hunts. Let's go.
Holy dude. All right, well, I'm going to grab a smudge.
Okay. Well, if it is indeed a Thay and not a mimic pretending to be a Thay,
Right.
which the chances are pretty slim of that. We already have our one piece of evidence.
Right.
We just need to
Oh,
confirm.
hey, we have the Ouija board. We could do the age thing if we wanted to.
We do. We can do the age thing, can't we? That would be
if we felt like it.
We can record that too. Yeah. Do you have audio recording on you?
I have audio. Oh, to get audio of the Ouija board? Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
gotten that audio, but I have the audio recorder in there.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep. All right, I will get the board. Get the board.
Put this one here, and we will pray. $50 streak, let's go. Still hasn't blown that out.
It still hasn't blown that out, but the orb is still here. Oh. I'll take that. Oh my goodness.
Got it.
Oh, what do you mean it's not gonna count? You piece of garbage.
How old are you? Goodbye.
The orb's in there now.
Okay. Well, that's still part of the
This is
hallway.
ghost. Okay.
All right. Do you have the photo camera?
I do. That's a big sound for a power box. All right, what am I doing with the photo camera here?
Whatever we need. We need. You could do EMF. Do we have an EMF in here? Okay. I didn't hear what he said. She was offended that we asked her age. I have a question. How do you read so many at once? I wouldn't be able to keep up. I think it's just honestly, after a while, it's habit. You get used to it. And I mean, you know, I'm never going to be perfect, but after a while, you get used to it moving like that. Where was that?
But it was here.
Oh, I was trying to find the EMF of it.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Galaxy,
yeah,
thank you for the
yeah.
raid. How was your stream? I mean, here. Oh.
I can find it. Good lord.
There's the video, photo, sound, objectives, ghost. We're done. Do we have the bone? Wait.
I have the bone.
Yeah,
we have the
we're
bone.
done. Yeah.
Let's go.
For
Let's go.
all.
Furball, thank you for the super chat, dude. Woo! Noob level 42, only play on Xbox. Oh, we're not playing with viewers, friend.
After back-to-back butt-puckering investigations, FlashForce and Chinggis emerged victorious.
Boyfriend blew up the RV, so we called it quits. Oh, wait. Were you doing RV there yet? I'm sorry, excuse me?
No, we didn't do the age thing. We just thought we should leave
whatever.
for survival reasons.
Whatever, it's fine. Hey, Necro. Thank you for the prime, friend.
Back.
I promise.
Some jobs ready for you.
Listen, the perfect game was way more important than
It was. It
trying to
was.
see the age on the board.
It was a thing.
Yeah.
It was. It was not a mimic.
My level's 420.
It was a tizzy. Oh, oh my God. We're so immature.
Quick, let's level.
We haven't done Ridgeview yet. My
Okay.
favorite map.
You love
let's
a
do
review.
it.
I'm down. How funny. Yeah, Necro, of course, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Gotta get some clips. Oh, it's such a funny game, man. RV there yet? We had such a blast.
old
The first time we played,
Ridgeview.
I cried. Leslie.
Careful out there.
Might change it up a little bit this time.
Yeah?
Yeah, just to
Oh.
find the room a little
Oh.
bit easier.
Here you go.
I'm gonna do sound still, but I'm gonna do I'm gonna do parabolic this time.
Okay. I'll do my usual
Okay.
EMF
Katie.
sound and,
How's the
or
temp for you?
EMF
Yeah.
temp and video or photo camera. Yeah.
Roger that. It has
I
been
can't
warmer
talk
here
tonight, dude.
That's
Oh
okay.
my God.
You don't need to talk.
Jeez.
Talking not required. Hey, Goldo, thank you for the army. Let's do this instead. Like once a month. Oh, it's such a funny game. I want to find more games like it all the time. All the time.
I got the power.
I didn't. Was that because of this? It looked like. Sorry, it looked like the coffee cup got lifted and dropped. That was weird. You heard a thing?
I heard a thing, but I didn't get, like, it was dead center on me when I was in the garage, and it sounded like throwing glass.
I haven't heard anything yet. Door downstairs. It would like us to get out.
Oh, EMF 5.
Take it. Roger that. We may see 70 this week. I haven't checked I've got to check the weather around us to see what it's supposed to be. I don't know.
But Flash, none of these rooms are cold.
Oh no, is it above it? Well, we had EMF 5 and all the sounds and all the stuff.
It's 8 degrees in the living room.
Oh, what? You know, I thought I was hallucinating. I thought I saw the yellow mug get lifted earlier. L, thank you for the super chat, homie. Thanks for all the fun videos. Make reading 120 work emails go by fast. Good Lord, dude. That is a lot. Wait, is it downstairs or upstairs?
I got the lowest.
Found it. There it is. Can be twins. This is true. This is true. Nice little Jimmy. You just had to get out of the way. You just gotta dodge it. Crow, thank you for the raid. What up, Crow? It's like a mockingbird. Get out, get out. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, wait. Maybe I did see that mug get lifted earlier.
Yeah, oh my God!
Uh-oh, stinky. Where's the video camera? I'm gonna go get one.
Oh yeah, yeah, we should do that.
Yeah. I'll get some videos.
I feel like I need a smudge now too. And I feel like it's trying to hunt early on us too.
Was that sound from you?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to make sure I'm not losing it.
There's multiple people playing games in my house right now.
Okay, roger
including
that.
my son on VR.
I just heard ah.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
Gregory
Who's
playing
talking about
VR.
Because it's his child.
So his ask, he said, "Dad, if I get a good report card, will you buy me a custom VR strap?" And I was just like, "Yeah, absolutely." Well, he got a good report card, so
Well,
now
there
he
you
has
go.
this custom fit, like around the head VR thing, which is pretty cool. But now he doesn't get off of it. So.
Oh, nonstop VR. Oh boy. Hey, what up, Gray? Thank you.
All right.
All right, I have another
What do
crucie
we
in
got?
here.
Okay.
Ready for the videos.
I'm
We have
gonna
no
get some
videos, right?
salt down here.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay. Blow it out. I'm sorry? That was this door back here, Chingus.
Yeah.
I smudged. Raishu? Fast around electronics. I think we got us a Raiju, sir.
Is that what it was?
It sounded like it to me because it was a little bit faster than normal when it was upstairs because it had line of sight on me.
Okay. All right. All right.
Now, when it hunted
what-
though, it hunted from
Why is it back there?
over here. Faster on electronics for sure. Yeah.
All right,
Think we got a cutie here, sir? No, his name's Chingus. Wait. Hey, Baron said you're cute.
Aww.
You were talking about him, right?
All right, temps are the same here as a living room.
Oh shit, then I don't know. It's definitely started from back here.
Yeah, I believe you.
Chingus ignores you?
Second,
Blasphemy. That bastard.
Brucey.
It's definitely not like
There's that one.
the salt hasn't been walked in or anything.
No, I noticed that. But let's get another salt.
We could do some motion sensings if we have to. All right, I'm ready. Salt's been stepped in immediately.
No feet.
Burn cruci, EMF, bone. Oh, you need one more photo.
Oh, do I really?
Yeah. Disturb salt, hunting ghost. So I could get this blowout and that'd be okay. EMF, burn cruci, bone, music box. Here, just take a picture of the event that's about to happen. Well, that's not what I meant. We already got that.
Close. Close.
Ghosty!
That was definitely eventful.
Swear, if you want to pull the ghost to you, you put down salt so it walks in it. I know, and then it comes find you. All right. It's going to event now.
Oh, the heartbeats! My poor
Yeah,
ears!
my
Please
headphones are
stop.
blasting right now.
Oh God!
Called it.
So it's a shade.
So it's a shade. Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it. That's exactly what it is.
All right.
So,
Well, we got everything, right?
yes.
Because I got the bone. It was jaw.
We've got
All right.
all media.
Yeah, let's go. We already
Pretty
heard
sure
the
it's
hunt.
Gorio. Sounds right.
Jeez.
She.
God damn.
That's so funny.
That's three rather eventful
Vincent
investigations
Carver
in
made
a row,
I didn't make him
sir.
cry. Get out of here. How you doing tonight, sir? I'm good, Mr. Barron. How was your stream earlier? Right. Shoot. All over his back. Is the heartbeat only during an event? No, I'm pretty sure during the hunt you have the same blasted heartbeat from this damn thing.
There's some jobs ready for you.
Yeah, it still happens. Nice. Hey, Honorable. It was all right. Nice, nice. How were the ghosties?
Oh, okay. All right.
Get those stretchies out. Oh my god. Hey, Livy.
It was. We have some spicy ghosts tonight.
I know.
This
You
is- I'm here
know,
for it.
funny enough, we've been getting
I'm here for
lucky
it.
with the sense of having these ghosts that hunt early when we're playing on Insanity.
Yeah, no shit.
been nice.
No shit. Yeah, it has. It has been nice. It's definitely good for the content.
Nice little change of pace.
I think I'll actually deliver this VOD to a editor. This
Hey, yo.
All right. Ooh, Camp Woodwind.
Yeah, change it up a little bit.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
Let's do the things.
Let's see if Slendy's there.
Oh, the driver. Bye, driver. Katie, thank you for the heart me. Calix, thank you so much for the fire hearts.
We've arrived. Check
Baron
your
didn't get
equipment.
naked today.
Check
Listen,
up
you
before
can't win
investigating.
every day.
There
Hey,
are
do you have
some
random
reports
weather on, or is it fog all the time?
This must
No,
be
it's
the
fog
reason
all
I'm
the
going
time
Awesome.
because of the bonus.
I'll take it.
The bonus for it.
Love it.
Yeah.
to use it to your advantage.
Love it. All right. First
We get the
things
same
first.
bonus for fog as we do heavy rain. So
Right. Might
why
as
not?
well.
Why not just go fog?
You know what? With our track record today,
All right.
I'm going to go
1,
like this.
2, 3. Yeah, that's it.
a 3.
Silva away.
I'm starting off with a smudge. Nailed it. Hey, Blakey, welcome in. Calix, thank you. Is it possibly Music Box?
Checking now. It is not Music Box, but I do have the bone.
Mirror?
It's got to be mirror.
Oh, it's the
bear?
mirror. Oh, okay. Totally wasn't even paying attention.
Oh.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything yet, though.
Right here.
Oh. Did it
Yep.
do the thing?
They threw the boot.
It threw Das Boot?
Das Boot.
Oh my god. Hey, CW, I appreciate it, man.
Okay.
What the hell?
Let's see. It's
Oh,
in.
what the hell is going on here? What is this? Like a droopy
I
tongue.
can't-
Like, what is this? What's going on? Hey!
It's definitely colder in there than it is out here. It's 8 degrees in there, 14 out here.
I was watching a YouTube video of yours. You had something. You said something to Doc. I almost came to Twitch to reply
I
to
gotta
you
get more
on
stuff.
YouTube VOD. It's definitely bedtime. Oh my god. I'm carrying this with me all the way back. All the way back. Yep. Safety first. You know what? I might as well keep that bitch on me. Bring crucifix. Bring this guy. Although it has been touching stuff. HR touching stuff. There we go. All right.
Why am I hearing stuff over there?
Are you?
Yeah, I like heard throwies over here.
All right.
Slendy's in front of the truck, by the way.
Oh, he is. I didn't even take a look. Hey, the driver's here. See? That's how we got here so safe. Makes all the sense. I don't even know what I want to do. Let's do this. Siraj, thank you for the 39 months. Oh my god. Is
Our
it?
temps are going up in the red room.
It's hunting. Kingus?
I don't have a smudge. Do you have a smudge?
I do, but I don't know where to hide. Running, 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 running. What the fuck? It's a Dio. I got The way that it ran over here made me think this was not a Dio.
Not FlashForce! No! No!
I was so worried about him dying. I was like, God damn it. The pain of realization. Yeah, I think it's a Dio.
All right, I'm going Revy and getting you back.
Wait. Is it a Dio? Dude, that was, wait. Okay, just for shits and gigs, maybe it is a Dio, whatever. That felt like that hunted so early. Right? Okay, it was a Dio.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, see, you had the same confusion I did, but I knew it was a Dio when it slow walked its ass to the hiding spot.
Oh, I didn't realize that you hide. You hid.
Yeah. I found hiding, but the way that it was charging us at first, I just thought that it was a fast ghost. It didn't feel like it was Dio fast.
Wow.
Damn it.
This is a little embarrassing.
We should go back to Camp Woodwind.
Yes, we should.
Hey, let's do Camp Woodwind for the first time.
For the first time, absolutely. No one dies to Dios in this game ever.
Oh, damn it. That got me good. It's been a long time since something like that's happened.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get
Son of a
set up
bitch.
before investigating.
I was convinced that was.
I was convinced. That's why I was like, oh, we gotta hide.
Uh-huh.
Damn it.
I was convinced that it was a Ravi, dude.
Oh,
I was backwards.
God.
Oh.
All right. Anywho. Oh, thank you. Clipping that is great. That's perfect.
I don't see bonus orbs.
Thank you, Calix. Thank you. My God.
All right, Steven.
All right.
Our
Steven.
first time. Yeah. First time.
All right, I've got a smudge.
Hey, we have Sunday.
Oh, he's back
nice.
again.
Sundays at the front of the truck. Yeah,
Let's
but
go.
no, it's the first time. It's the first time we're here, Flash.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
it's our
first time.
It's our
Hey,
first time
Slendy.
seeing Slenderman. Yeah.
I'm so happy. Thank you for joining us at this first time in Camp Woodwind. God damn it. Is that orbs?
Is that an orb?
Orbs. Food tent.
We have an orb already?
Yep. Got orbicals right in there.
Nice.
Also, there's a hand right here.
Oh, let me give you a hand with that.
Roger that. Oh my God, it's a Doc. Hello, Mr. Doc. No, Steven. For audio purposes. There we go. Mr. Doc, hello, sir. Slenderman, yeah. Slenderman. He's driving the truck. Well, he dropped us off. Now he's just waiting. Yeah. Partial Echo, hello. You guys know him. You guys know that guy. It's like we saw him earlier today.
We have the cards, sir.
F me. Dude. What the hell?
Oh my God.
That's so fast, man. It's so fast. My God. All right.
There's so much
Oh, now it does it. What an a-hole. They're happening so fast.
It's so bad.
All right. Possible Thay again?
Yeah, it is a possible thing again. Thay or Mimic is where I'm feeling.
Oh. Can't be Banshee or Dying. Possible Mimic, yeah. Okay, dude.
Oh my God.
I brought the other one. This jerkhole.
I don't know why I'm bringing all this stuff, but I brought all this
happened
stuff.
to you though. You got that the first time. Wait, what? All right.
Ohio?
What the hell? No. Turn it off. Eat the cruise seed. Let's go. We have
It's in the
cards.
other tent.
The orbs moved.
The orb's over in the far corner above the thingamajiggers.
The old
The
thingamajiggers.
cornhole. The old cornhole.
Hey guys, want to go play thingamajigger?
Oh, wait. Now
I've
it's at the fire pit.
I swear to
Now
God.
it's at the fire pit, Flash.
I think it's still over here then. I could be wrong. It's hunting.
Hunting flash.
It's fast.
Where do we
Mr.
hide?
Tingus. We don't. It could be a Dio. He smudged. That was extremely fast. That's the thing,
Why
right?
did it hunt from up here? Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a thing.
know. Because now it's around the fire because it sucks. Partial echo, thank you. Xavier, hello. Listen, if it's around the campfire, I'm ready to say up this goes. Like, it's not even around the campfire.
my
Like, if it's on the outside, this sucks. It could be anywhere.
The orb is still out. It's where you are. It's literally following you.
Yeah. I bet I know.
All right.
All right, get this stuff.
All right.
Hold. I bet it's just doing laps around the campfire. No, it can't be a banshee. That was way
Yeah,
too
it's
fast.
in the campfire.
Yep, there it is. It just walked behind you. Was a notification?
bullshit.
What do you mean?
Butthole.
Hey.
That just gave me motion sensed.
Nailed it. First try. Yikers!
Oh my god.
Got it.
Video to delete, sir.
Oh, yep. On it. Let's see how I think the ghost is going to help. Wait, well, listen. You know what? Don't judge me.
The orb is back in the OG tent.
I don't care. Ghost fart.
Oh my god.
Oh, the sound done? Hey, sound is done. It's not walking through the motion sensors either. We need 2 videos. He's got the video cameras. Careful, 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 careful. Stick it out. Just stick it out. Just stick it out together.
Oh jeez.
Oh, that was
Oh
close as
jeez.
shit. Oh boy. Burn Cruci, EMF bone. I don't even know what to get a photo of. Burn Cruci, EMF bone, tarot. Oh my god. Holy hell. Catherine, hello. Wow.
Well, I did get the hunting ghost video.
We already had the EMF photo. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, it blew out the fire line.
Oh, that sucks. That could have been the video we needed. We still
Oh, we need a
one more
parabolic
photo,
too. We have a smudge as
Yeah.
well.
We have a single smudge. I don't know.
I
I'm
believe
kind of
in you.
feeling like life is a good thing.
You know what? I believe in you. I think you got this. You got this in the bag. You're the man. You the man. Did I say you the man? You the man. If it events, I can run up there and take a photo. She-Wolf, thank you for the year. Thank you for the Prime Airthane. Thank you so much for the 6 months. Welcome back, friends. Okay, that's not helpful. No, we don't have UV. No, it's just, we just have orbs. That's it. Goats just lit the campfire. Saw that. How do you get a clip of gameplay of mine?
All right.
You've got this. You're a hero.
What the fuck can I take a photo of right now? Hold on.
Oh, I have a photo camera. No, I have a photo camera at the ready. I was hoping that it was gonna like event at some point.
Okay. All right.
Careful, SpongeBob. How do you get a clip of yourself? By recording it. Clipping software, right. Yeah. I'm gonna get you parabolic right here. Let me get inside. He's gonna smudge in a second. Smudged. Obviously, I can't hear the parabolic through there. We have to wait for the hunt to be done. Use metal. Metal's a good one. I've used metal in the past. You did it. You're a hero. Is it still walking around right here? It is. Anywhere to hide? I don't think there is. Are there 0 hiding spots?
All right.
Are there 0 hiding spots available?
I have not found a single hiding spot.
It's over there knocking on wood. Bins near the picnic tables? Were there?
Not in the yellow tent either, sir.
Oh, bin's right
I
here.
believe we're. Oh, is it? Okay.
When I see that gate shut, I can just hide my ass. Got it. Got the parabolic.
Very nice. We still need one more photo.
Roger that. See, my goal here is to hide outside of the hiding spot so that the ghost can event. If the ghost events, then it's not going to event on me in the hiding spot, meaning it never saw me there. So we'll see. Triple A says hello. 4 hello. I hear it over there. Yep, ghostie's by the fire. I drop my flashlight so I don't accidentally cycle to it, and Ghosty senses the electronics and then rips our face off. We just need a photo. Oh, shit.
Sir?
It's getting closer. I got it. I got it. I got it.
I can't see him. Got it. Let's leave.
Run. Run. I'm taking the basketball. It's
Come
mine.
on, Flash, get out of there.
Yes. Jaws
Good
theme
Lord,
intensifies.
Oh, the tension.
Aye.
Oh, the drama.
The
oh,
drama.
The humanity.
You know, we have cards, but the issue is that we have 0 defenses.
Yes.
It's not worth it.
My defenses were I was
Taking my
gonna
ball
if
and
he
I'm
was
going
gonna
home.
hunt, I was gonna take the photo and then hopefully use a stim to get away from him.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I'm going Faye.
Yeah, I'm going Thay. Although, it's so weird, man. It doesn't feel like we aged it like at all. It felt like it was fast the entire time. So weird.
Back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Didn't it feel like that ghost was
Nailed it.
fast like all the time?
The entire we didn't age him at all. We couldn't. He was too aggressive.
We aged it
We
4
couldn't Stay in
times.
his room. And he was still that fast.
Still fast. It felt fast. I don't know. That was
Interesting.
weird. What was the weekly?
Wait, did we actually
show
age
you.
him, or did he just try
Yes.
to age and we weren't close enough?
No, it aged 4 times because you can see the abilities used. Yeah, that's not like the demon thing where like it can
Yep, that's what I
fail
have.
when it tries. But no, that's how many times you aged it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh, God damn. How long you going tonight, sir?
think
I
I'm
don't
gonna
have
do-
work tomorrow.
I'm
so
gonna do
here
one
for it.
more. I do have work tomorrow.
One
but
more?
Also, yeah, I've
Oh,
got things around the house I
poopy.
gotta do the dishes and some other stuff.
Yeah, I've got to
Yeah.
do my laundry and replace some light bulbs and air
Right.
filters and stuff like that. But...
Do the stuff and the things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, that just means that we've got to go out with a bang, sir. Here's some sunny.
Roger that.
If we're going to do
Might
a
as
big
well.
map, it has to be sunny.
Yes, sir. Lily, hello. How are you? Very powerful thing. Yeah, yeah. How's the demon fail? So in the ability check, it will attempt to hunt and it will still count the ability getting used. But when it attempts to hunt, it's possible that it won't actually hunt. It's literally a roll of the dice when it goes to use its ability where the demon can hunt anytime it wants to. All right, we're still in the same setting, so the chances of seeing orbs are very low. Quaz, thank you for the prime.
Quiet.
Too quiet. I see no orbicals.
Okay. All right. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm not going to bring the photo camera.
Okay.
I'm going to go sanity preservation,
Okay.
right? And
Okay. Going safety
Uh,
first.
I'm bringing a smudge for life preservation because of our luck tonight.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I started bringing a smudge more often now because I'm like, all right, these ghosts have been hunting us so damn early, man. My God. I'm the same. Watching them one more than wait. Oh, watch it. Oh, I got you. Got the duties, things to do. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that I've got a dish. I've got a sink full of dishes and I've got some stuff I need to check on. So, yeah. Double stream today, though.
We have the summoning circle, sir.
That's disgusting. I'm going to head down the nothing because it's downstairs fast as shit.
You hear it downstairs?
Yeah, it just shushed me. It's downstairs on the hospital wing. That's a thing, right? That's a I mean, you want to come hear it? Vroom, vroom.
No, I believe you, sir.
Got a runner. Dude, that was so fast. It's upstairs now. I'm going to back away a little bit. Holy night. All right, it's done.
Sir, that was a hunt?
Yes. Yes, it was.
What the actual French toast, man?
Dude, that was
What the hell?
freaking fast. Oh my God.
It's speedy, huh?
That's got to be a thing. I think it has to be a thing.
If it's fast and hunting, right when...
Right when we walked in.
Well, no.
Yeah,
Right.
here, use that and you can hear the speed. Whenever it starts hunting again. Where was the power? Did we find it?
No,
I haven't
Okay.
found it yet. I haven't
Okay.
even looked yet. I just made it down the steps.
I got you. I'll go check. It's not a thing. It's a track star. Brevard, thank you for the follow. Hannah, thank you. Shit. Could it be Obambo? It's way too... I think it's too fast for Obambo. If I had to guess. Boy, shuck it. Too early for the mimic too. Was it before the minute? There we go. Not hunting yet. It's hunting. It's got to be a Thay, man. It was way too fast. You hear it yet? Do you hear that monster?
Oh my god, yeah, and it screamed for get out too. it came right upstairs.
Oh, yeah. It's so fast.
I know they're early hunters, but it don't start till 75%. Oh wait, well, isn't our starting sanity 75?
Because it's
Because I didn't
insanity,
adjust that.
we started 75.
Yeah, we started 75. I forgot about
which
that.
means it can instant hunt us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's just look. Listen,
Take
I'm
a
picking up the
W,
bone.
a double, use a W.
Yeah, let's take a W.
Yeah.
This is insane, man.
That's a lot of Thays. Hey, what's up, Cadus? Family's doing very well. Kiddos are upstairs asleep. The missus went to go hang out with a friend tonight. It's a DO trust. I've already fell into that pit. All right. I've got it marked down.
Oh my god. All right, let's
Oh,
back to back.
hey, Bugs. Oh, my Christmas. I got the parabolic. That's a good deal. It's a Thay day. Beyond Thay. Taylor Swift.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
I'll take it. Thay has been the good. Listen, I will take Thay being Ghost of the Day over like a Shade Day.
Amen to that, brother.
Oh.
Amen to that. Easiest $2,600 we've earned in a long time. That's for damn
Oh my
sure.
God.
Holy hell, man.
I'll take it. Caught the Thay. We have the Thay fever.
All right. Did you want another one since that one was so quick, or are
I
you
would be
gonna call
okay
it
with
there,
doing
sir?
another one with how that one
All
just went. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to Nels because we didn't like seriously do Nels.
Yeah, that's fine.
We just
I think no.
debunked egg shit. Let's
we
do
did
Nels.
it. We did
Okay.
it Nightmare first time too.
Yeah, that's true. We did.
Yeah. There we go. I like it. Connor, welcome in. Lauren, hello. How am I seeing this bright? Because my brightness is
Take a
up.
look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Whoever was here must have summoned
All
the
right.
garage with a cursed
Smudge.
object.
Nope. I'm absolutely going to smudge. You lost your giblets if you don't think we're going anywhere with a smudge. Calling it.
Sure,
Thay.
that's a typical night with friends. Just one more game. It's fine. Just one more.
You ever hear that that clip of Nate Shot?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
He's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna head out. They're like, one more. He's like, all right, let's do this. Default? No, I turned my brightness up inside of the game, so my brightness is up here, so that way it's easier for you guys to see. Yeah. I don't use any filters or anything because console players can't use filters, so I
Got
don't want
power
to do
and the
that.
bone.
That's hot. I don't have an EMF, but I just heard
Ghost
something.
is right here. Yep.
Cha-cha-cha. All right. Noted.
Yeah, that's like get the hell out of there super quick and get evidence before we get hunted on.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and the fog helps a lot. The reflection of the fog with the light makes it a lot better too. I have done the Easter egg on this map. Yeah. I highly recommend not doing it until you're about to leave, or else you're not going to be able to hear squat. I'm going to do 2 of those and 1 of these. It might not be a Thay. We might be in luck. It might be something different. Hard to say. Not a Thay. Watch it hunching as the second he walks in. Lenore?
Did Dr. Nor?
I don't have any UVs or anything, but
I did not grab UV, sir.
where are you? Oh, wait. Oh, where are you?
Crucia is down.
Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Oh, ghost fart. Ghost fart, run! Oh, no, it's too late.
Oh god, it got on. It's right on your back.
Did I get the Ghostbuster ID card? What the hell is the Ghostbuster ID card? Is this something that some fake thing that people were saying and then people were believing? Is it one of those? It's not one of those, is it? All right, I got a UV and some salt. Bringing that back up smudge. Yeah. Was it
All
one
right,
of
I got
those?
that motion sensor recording.
Sir, if I have to go searching on TikTok to find it, that should have answered the question. Something strange in the neighborhood? Yeah, I don't know who you're going to call. Probably one of those things. I can only assume. Nell's is a restaurant. Yes, it's a diner. Was there a question that it was
What you
not?
see?
No, nothing.
It's okay.
Someone just said Nell's is a restaurant, and I kind of like brain farted for a second. Like, is there a
Oh,
rumor
yeah.
going around that it's not?
It's clearly not a restaurant. It's a diner.
God damn. Why are you this way?
Hey, streamer! Is Nell's a restaurant?
You shut your damn lips. I don't know why. I
we
have one.
locker hiding in the
Nice.
employee
I
lounge.
saved assault because I haven't heard the motion sensors going off.
Oh.
Bella, thank you for the follow. What was the thing from TikTok that people are now believing I did a step? Oh, no. I'm pretty sure I know what they're talking about. Some fake ID card.
A light burnt balls first.
That was hooker material right there.
Ooh, it's getting colder out
Makes me
here
sick.
and warmer in here.
The potato in the
Yeah, we're
washing
up to
machine.
9.5.
Like I really need you to like stop and step back. Look at the video and see what they're telling you to do and think to yourself, is this real? Is this something that they would actually have you do to get a card? Has anyone else actually shown it in game? Just a little deductive reason. Like you take a second and you breathe. You know, if you're actually spending time in the game, it's fake AF, right? The Ghostbusters ID card, and you just asked me if I had it. It's late. I want to go to bed. Breathing's overrated. I'm going to bring in this, and then another one of these. Yeah, it's just, it hurts mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I just... Do you have this card? Search TikTok. It's fake. But then how the fuck would I have the card? How would I have the fake card? I don't understand. Did it hunt you?
Yeah. So it's either a deal or a rev.
Really?
Pretty sure it's a rev,
Flashes a bow card.
but I don't know.
I'll check.
Because I've lost all confidence in that after that earlier match.
Oh my god. I saw something on MySpace. No, it was only for people that were in the
It
top
started
8.
extremely slow when it started walking towards me when I was in the locker. So I felt like it was a DO. But after I incensed and ran to the front of the building, I didn't hear it pick up speed.
All right, roger that. Hey, Eric was the one spreading rumors about touching tips.
So it could have been coincidence.
Maybe we just have it hunt while we're up here.
Okay.
Oh, Dusty's trail. Wait.
Let's follow the path of Dusty's trail. Oh, Dusty's trail. Dusty's trail. A stage and a wagon are heading west. Part of a wagon train lost from the rest. Dusty's the reason for their plight. Thanks to Dusty, nothing everything's right. Only the wagon master's hand keeps them rolling to the promised land. All the going gets mighty rough.
Don't seem to find.
Wow.
Wow, dude, just gonna cut my tunes like that? Shit. That did not
100%
sound like a
cut
Revy
those
or a
tunes.
Dio.
What?
That did not sound like either of those ghosts. Damn.
Okay. I is confused.
I'm getting a paramite.
That's a good one. Could it be a die-in? Hey, did we ever get evidence?
We've got no evidence, sir.
Spicy. TGG, welcome in. Hello. He said the speed
So
sounded
many
like.
noises by default.
He said that the speed sounded like a Dio or a Revy.
Turn the microwave on.
Wow. Cooking in the middle of this?
I honestly really enjoy the little swipe away and move up bug, especially for this scenario.
Oh, it's super nice to get rid of all those sounds.
Yeah.
We just need it to hunt again so I can walk forward and hear it hunting. Hear the speed. What if it was? Yeah, what if it's a mimic? But we didn't have orbs. So if we have orbs, they must have been hiding or just super late. Must be hungry. Give it a crucifix. You're not the same, and that's why you're hungry. Now it just doesn't want to hunt. You ate
I don't
them?
hear crucies burning.
Okay. Ay. I don't know. I'm torn. Look at his creepy hand shadow. Sorry, just looking at your hand shadow.
Oh, I appreciate it. It's okay.
Had your first Pulte bomb? Let's go. Hell yeah. Oh my God, Ghost. Please. We're open. These doors here are the outside doors. These are not. These won't lock unless you do a monkey paw wish. Yeah. You turn on the side. I did.
It's a mimic. It's mimicking a shade now.
Oh my God. It's gonna mimic a wraith and just spawn right on top of us.
You know what? At that point, it earned it.
That would be pretty cool though. I did unlock the horn for luck. I always do.
Blowies and
Chinggis?
power is out.
Chinggis.
Yeah.
Chinggis. You
Yeah.
realize the blowy is. Is that a Dio right now? Is this a mimic? Wait a minute. No, it's not. That was not a Dio. At first I thought it was, with how slow it was.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a die-in. That was 1,000,000% a die-in.
Is it a die-in? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Day and
That's
die, whatever
what
the
it
hell it's
is.
called. Yeah. Holy shit.
Wow.
Good lord, dude. Unless we're getting mimicked on, which I don't think so.
That was very similar to the first hunt we experienced. Because even everyone in chat right now is like, no, it was 100% a Dio that first time. It must be a mimic.
No,
But that
like,
hunt is the very same.
we saw when it came up to us. Glaze, shut your butt. When it came up to us,
It got slow.
It got slow, almost like a Dio. But it's because we weren't moving. within 10 meters. And then it got faster when we were moving.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, when it's outside of 10 meters, it sounds normal.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh my God. Clay.
That's so strange, man.
I know.
That's so strange.
I know.
All right. I'm willing to take it. Diane
Yeah,
it is.
sold.
Let's go.
Caramba. Jesus. Yes. So a Diane outside of 10 meters is normal speed. But then the second it gets within 10 meters of a player, it's slower. And if you move
I've got some jobs ready
when
for
it's
you.
within that 10 meters,
That's
it
a
gets
FlashForce
faster.
special right there. I haven't investigated the Diane enough to have that one, ready to go in the knowledge banks.
Oh,
to realize
understand
what
what
we
it's
were
doing.
dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confusion there.
No,
if I would have
understand.
gotten a piece of evidence, I would have been I would have been able
Would've
to
been a little
zero in on
better.
it.
Right.
But yeah, that
Yeah,
no evidence
so-
Diane, that was rough.
Diane, the way it works, outside of 10 meters, when it's 10 meters away from a player, over 10 meters, it is normal 1.7 meters per second. When it gets within 10 meters of any player, it slows down. And then if you move while it's within 10 meters, it gets fast. And that's why you can joke around and play if someone's running from a Diane. If you're in a hiding spot, you can just do this and then it'll get faster.
Yeah, it was so strange though, because when it hunted the first time, I was in the locker and it came around that corner. I wasn't moving. It was so slow. It was like Dio slow, but it
No,
looked
that's
like
not a
it
hiding
was
spot.
walking. It
No.
it knew exactly where I was, man. It was just coming at me in the locker. So I
that's so
smudged
deceiving.
and ran, and I ran to the other side
Right,
of the
unlikely the ghost
map,
will go
waiting
there.
for
Right,
it to
that's a good
do
point.
its Dio
Yeah.
speed boost and find
Diane
me,
is a fine
and then
one,
have
probably.
fun with it. But that didn't happen.
No.
That did
That did
Okay.
not happen.
That just didn't happen. Well,
Oh.
sir, thank you for the games tonight. It has
Thank you,
been
sir.
exciting to say the least.
Twas a
Holy
blast.
crap.
Lots of exciting ghosts,
Yeah.
which was freaking great. That was a change of
Solid.
pace.
That was definitely something.
My God. All right, friend. Thank you for the games. I'll talk to you
sir.
later, Mr. Chingus.
You have a wonderful night.
You
Bye.
too. Bye, Fred. Holy crap. I'll tell you, it's been a long time since I've had a night where we've had that many ghosts. That many ghosts that were exciting. All right. We'll wait for ads. Ads are running. We wait. What a way to end. Oh my God. That was craziness. Pure craziness, man. Drifter. Thank you for the subs, friend. Oh, thank you, thank you. We will spin the wheel whenever we get back from the ads. And 5 people just got freed from ads. Those were crazy. I don't know. I mean, I know part of it was absolutely because we were doing insanity preset. So the sanity was set at 75, meaning, well, it really was a mixed bag. Because we did insanity and we kept getting Thays, it was a ghost that could hunt us immediately. Literally immediately. Ay, caramba. He said second stream for Flash. Release the Kraken. Thank God, man. I'm glad. Mel, I saw your comment about only playing so many times. Fair enough, man. There's been so many games that have been released. I want to catch them all. I saw High on Life 2 came out. I'm like, dude, I never even played the first one. No, you didn't say goodnight and got deleted. You got deleted because you were talking about, about 8 ads. That's why. Yeah. The reason those get deleted is so that way it doesn't turn into a big thread of people talking about that. That's why we stop play whenever ads happen. Between Ghostbusters and Dians. Man, oh man. Well, I think next stream, I'm going to have to try to get that Ghostbusters badge. There's no badge. Got done playing RV there with a friend. I see how Baron felt now. Oh, you were attacked by the bird. Only 8 hours of Flash. Only 8 hours of Phaz with Flash today. Absolutely poppycock. Hi, break. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. I do not know. I tell you what I am going to do, though. We are going to end it everywhere else because we're going to raid out here shortly, friends. So all the loves. Thank you for everything today. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you so much. All right, let me go over here, do this. 20 seconds and we're back from ads. Yeah, I've got to do dishes. I've got stuff I need to make sure I get done. Check on my wife, figure out when the hell she's coming home. Only a woman. It's almost like nobody realizes you do all you can to keep everyone alive. I know, and it's okay. It's totally fine. I definitely don't let it bother me or anything. How was the challenge? Perfectly fine. Yeah, it was not bad at all. On this one especially, you get here. I'll show you the settings real fast. Ads are done. Here's the game mode. Yeah. Bella, thank you for the Prime. Welcome in. But yeah, it was totally fine. Not a big deal. Ghosty is slow, so you just have to be careful about speeds. If you're ever confused about what a ghost sounds at 50%, you can always go check the unofficial cheat sheet, phasmocheatsheet.com, and that's really helpful too, because you can change the speed there. All right. We did reach the goal for the day, so that means we got the wheel. Oh, of course, Bella. Oh, I love it too, man. The cheat sheet's so good. It's just got so much good information. Ay, caramba. Spin that wheel. We will. But yeah, it's super helpful. Whenever there's events, whenever events happen, they get on it so fast to get everything figured out and up to date, which is freaking great. Free game it is. Let us pull up lock tools. Queso Fresco, thank you for the 20 months. Thank you, friend. It has been, yeah, 3 times in a row whenever we spun the good wheel that it's been game. Yeah. Yeah. The chances. Well, we're going to have you guys enter it the exact same way, though. Exclamation point goo. It is always this. If you're wondering what to enter with, it is always whatever is here. So you guys type that in chat. You have 60 seconds. After that is done, we will do a game giveaway. I need to blow my nose. Doing better, but still snotty. Oh, let's see. All right. Let us see. Oh, interesting. Sorry, I'm just looking through games. I'm just looking through right now. All right. 5, 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. I'll go. Still going on fast. Thank you, Mr. Smoke. Thank you, sir. You're watching on the tube and it died on you? No. We ended it. We ended it over there because we are going to be going to raid out here soon. Shauna, I swear to God. Pixie. Oh my God, Shauna. Ay, caramba. Shauna, thank you for the raid, friend. Oh, I need to pull that back up. I'm sorry. Hold, please. Shauna, how was your stream? Wait a minute. Wait, who just, wait. Who just won? Was it Pixie? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Why did it show Sophie? It was Pixie, right? Pixie Tears? Told a few stinkies, but wasn't bad. I got you. Thank you, sissy. Yeah, okay, I thought it was. I just wanted to make sure. I don't know why it was showing a different name for me for a second there. That was super, super weird. No, thank you guys. All right, I'm gonna send you a whisper, Pixie. I got you. I got you. All right, you are getting 9 souls, friend. G's. All right, again, whispers have been super freaking weird. All right, good deal. Good deal. It went through. I like it. It's bugging out for no reason. Dude, everything. Literally everything's bugging. Literally everything, but it's okay. Imagine fixing things. Why do that when they can start causing more problems? Thank you, Apocalypse. I appreciate you, friend. Oh my goodness. Shauna, you are a legend, friend. I appreciate you. All right, let's go over here. Oh my, what a day. What a day, what a day. Thank you, Shattered. Guys, if you are here and you're not already in the Discord's in chat, so are the rest of socials, friends. All the tings. All the tings. Good night, little sis. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the love today. I appreciate yous. I'll be live tomorrow. I know people were asking me, they're like, well, since you're live tonight, does that mean you're not going to be live tomorrow? Nope. Today was just an extra. Just an extra stream. Yeah. Good night, Pika. Vane, of course. Of course. Kiwi, always. Thank you, friend. Double extra. Yeah. So I'll be live normal time. I'll be live at 8:30. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I don't know. I don't know. We did the weekly already, so that's done and finished. I'm not sure. Maybe a new game? Maybe. You know, I was talking to Break. Reanimal's out now. Yeah. Glad I'm not the only one. Oh my God, Sissy. It got us so good. We've been on edge like all night, and because we've been getting like a bunch of fast ghosts. So then when we got that one, we're like, oh my God, it's another one. So I went to go hide. And the second it got to the tent, I was like, but our sanity, I felt like our sanity drained so fast. Ah, oh, it got us so damn good. Nessa, you're a part of it, friend. How dare you? I know what you can do tomorrow, but you got to answer your DMs. Wait, I did. What do you mean I got to answer my DMs? I did. Or wait, or you sent me another one that I haven't answered yet. Oh, okay. We will talk about it, friend. Yeah, that might be it might be the way. It might be the way. Yeah. Probably still gonna remember what day it is tomorrow since I used the late night to keep track. I'm so sorry, Granok. No, you stop. Drake, thank you for the 28 months, friend. Thank you so much. You should ban that Break of Daylight person. No, not yet. No, they're not yet. They don't deserve it quite yet. Look, you realize how long it's been since she started like a fart train? Like, so she's good right now. Another day, there might be another problem. It's hard to say. But we are going to go visit a friend who's having a birthday stream. We're going to go say a hi after they put so many people in the naughty corner. All right. Lovely beans. The followers, that's for you. Subs, that's for you. Creepy tier 3s, you got yours. We're going to go say hi to a friendo who's celebrating a birthday. So make sure to drop some happy birthdays in there for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Nate. Probably think it's Tuesday, but listen, I've been losing all the days too, man. Seriously, it's been blending all together just because even on the weekend, we're still doing a bunch of stuff. Hi, Hyper. Yeah, same thing, man. Danny, welcome in. I appreciate you, friendos. We are over halfway to our monthly goal. We are slowly pushing to the 3/4. You guys are fucking awesome, man. I appreciate you. We're halfway through the month. Let's go. Love you all. I will see you guys later. Thank you for everything that you do and everything that you are. Goodbye.